Says when it comes to marriage and friendship and whatever. What does the Bible say? What is the Constitution saying? What is the culture of our land saying? Ladies and gentlemen, then the Bible ne can power the one country. Then the Emrana can Constitution and then the Bushia can power the and impression. Ghana for me, where Counselor Little from every day of your life, you have to get my take on relationship, how to manage your relationship, how to marry well, how to do things the right way in marriage, how to have a child. This is yours truly, Counselor Little. Join me on my YouTube, Counselor Little. Join me on my Facebook Live with Counselor Little. Join me on my Instagram, Counselor Little. And let's have my take on relationship issues. Should we die in a dying relationship? No. Marriage is not a destination, but a transition. How you make it belongs to you. Join me right now. See ya. Time for what? Ladies and gentlemen, Jamaican is simple. Time for what? This is the relationship segment with my take on relationship. What does the Bible says when it comes to marriage and friendship and whatever? What does the Bible say? What is the Constitution saying? What is the culture of our land saying? Ladies and gentlemen, then the Bible ne can power the one country. Then the Emrana can Constitution and then the Bushia can power the and impression. Ghana for me, where Counselor Little from every day of your life, you have to get my take on relationship, how to manage your relationship, how to marry well, how to do things the right way in marriage, how to have a child. This is yours truly, Counselor Little. Join me on my YouTube, Counselor Little. Join me on my Facebook Live with Counselor Little. Join me on my Instagram, Counselor Little. And let's have my take on relationship issues. Should we die in a dying relationship? No. Marriage is not a destination, but a transition. How you make it belongs to you. Join me right now. See ya. Time for what? Ladies and gentlemen, Jamaican is simple. Time for what? This is the relationship segment with my take on relationship. What does the Bible says when it comes to marriage and friendship and whatever? What does the Bible say? What is the Constitution saying? What is the culture of our land saying? Ladies and gentlemen, then the Bible ne can power the one country. Then the Emrana can Constitution and then the Bushia can power the and impression. Ghana for me, where Counselor Little from every day of your life, you have to get my take on relationship, how to manage your relationship, how to marry well, how to do things the right way in marriage, how to have a child. This is yours truly, Counselor Little. Join me on my YouTube, Counselor Little. Join me on my Facebook Live with Counselor Little. Join me on my Instagram, Counselor Little. And let's have my take on relationship issues. Should we die in a dying relationship? No. Marriage is not a destination, but a transition. How you make it belongs to you. Join me right now. See ya. Time for what? Ladies and gentlemen, Jamaican is simple. Time for what? This is the relationship segment with my take on relationship. What does the Bible says when it comes to marriage and friendship and whatever? What does the Bible say? What is the Constitution saying? What is the culture of our land saying? Ladies and gentlemen, then the Bible ne can power the one country. Then the Emrana can Constitution and then the Bushia can power the and impression. Ghana for me, where Counselor Little from every day of your life, you have to get my take on relationship, how to manage your relationship, how to marry well, how to do things the right way in marriage, how to have a child. This is yours truly, Counselor Little. Join me on my YouTube, Counselor Little. Join me on my Facebook Live with Counselor Little. Join me on my Instagram, Counselor Little. And let's have my take on relationship issues. Should we die in a dying relationship? No. Marriage is not a destination, but a transition. How you make it belongs to you. Join me right now. See ya. Time Time has for what? Ladies and gentlemen, the American is simple. Time has for what? This is the relationship segment with my take on relationship. What does the Bible says when it comes to marriage and friendship and whatever? What does the Bible say? What is the Constitution saying? What is the culture of our land saying? Ladies and gentlemen, then the Bible ne can power the one year country. Then the American Constitution and then the Muslim can power the any country. Ghana for me, where Counselor Literacy, from every day of your life, you have to get my take on relationship, how to manage your relationship, how to marry well, how to do things the right way in marriage, how to have a child. This is yours truly, Counselor Literacy. Join me on my YouTube, Counselor Literacy. Join me on my Facebook Live page, Counselor Literacy. Join me on my Instagram, Counselor Literacy. And let's have my take on relationship issues. Should you die in a dying relationship? No. Marriage is not a destination, but a transition. How you make it belongs to you. Join me right now. See ya. I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America, everywhere you want, 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this, or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpatashi, your whiskey, your brandy, anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice. Nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips. 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.
And our time is up, and we have hit some few minutes beyond our time. Yeah, if you check your time now, is my time correct? Oh no, I'm not too sure. Okay, I think my time is correct. I'm confused. It's 5 minutes to 6 o'clock. 5:30 we've been here. Gadgets will always make you feel that you are on top, and another minute they make you feel like Charlie wouldn't even cry. But with gadget constraints and challenges, I'm honored to report myself for duty. Can we share the page like we did yesterday? Facebookers, let me say a big thank you to all of you for yesterday. Yesterday you made me proud. Facebook, and you proved yourself. Hey, Nanama Renchua. Nanama Chiwa Ampedu. Thank you very much for being the first here. I salute you. You will definitely become that third wife of Counselor Lutrot. And it will work. Don't worry, it will work. It will work. So let me invite all of you. Our topic for this week is divorce. And remember that this is proudly brought to you by Ginger Honey Chips, the chips of the season. Wherever you are in the whole wide world, if you are in Ghana, you only have to send a WhatsApp right now to 0277-609-644. If you are in Asia, you are in America, you are in UK, all you need to do is to send a WhatsApp or call direct 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. Thank you very much. Share the page and let's go. What you did yesterday is what you are repeating today. Yesterday and today should not be the same. Facebookers, yesterday you will hit 128 people before the show ended, and it was splendid. Today, we have exactly 2 hours maximum, 1.5 hours minimum to treat the topic for today. Yesterday, I promised we are doing the process to divorce. Why are people afraid to call for divorce, especially women? Let's hit our button immediately and let's begin to share like I am doing now. Share the page and invite a friend. And remember, for those of you who find yourself on Facebook, there's nothing you can do to be part of the show. If you want to come into real time, if you want to also share your opinion and your views on the show, all you need to do is to click on that particular button that you see there. Just click on the StreamYard you see, and we are good to go. I pick it up here. Right now, those of you on TikTok, go right now. Let us run with speed. Hit the like button. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. We are not bringing anybody up here until we hit at least 10K. All of you must hit and share. Hit and share. Hit and share. So we are running competition of hitting and sharing. Hitting and sharing. Our topic for today is that, is it difficult for you to seek for divorce? And we are asking on Facebook, is it fear? Is it fear, shame, pride, sin, loss of investment, or what for women? That is why you stay in bad marriages instead of seeking for divorce. It's a simple question. Why are people finding it difficult to seek for divorce, even when they realize that the marriage is bad? What is the reason why you don't want to move out of a bad marriage? Is it because of fear? Fear of the unknown, anxiety? Is it shame? Is it because you feel ashamed? People will call you former Mrs. Lutrot. Is it that you have pride? That your pride is that you've told people, never would my marriage end. And so you feel so proud to move out there as a divorcee. What is it? Is it because you think it's sinful to divorce? Is it because you feel there's a lot of sin? God will punish you. You will not go to heaven. Or do you think that you have invested so much into this marriage, and that is why you don't have the courage and the fear to move ahead and call for divorce, even though there are bad signals of evil ways of being maltreated in this marriage system? Or better still, what could be your reason why you are still in marriage? Ama Bento, thank you very much. And I welcome you also, just like my sweet Ama, Nana Ama Irenchiwa. And thank you very much, Ama Bento, for joining me. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button. Let's do it. Let's do it like we know how to do it. Go. It's like with a whirlwind. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Hit and share. Hit and share. Hit and share. Hit and share. I welcome you once again to the School of Marriage and Relationship. Today we are starting on the note of 10K likes on TikTok, and we are doing our best to at least start with 100 people on Facebook. Yesterday you did so well, and today I know you can do better. And TikTokers, we are doing viewership of not less than 600. This is educative material. And the reason why I force you to share with more people is because when more people share and more people know about it, we are saving the world. It is not about Counselor Lutrot. It's just about what is it. It is a yes or a no question, like somebody is writing to me right now. Claire says, is a yes or a no question. What really is your reason why you are in a bad marriage and you are afraid of divorce? Yesterday, we listened to a lot of people, even somebody who walked in, bumped up with a 24-year marriage, that she just walked out and she's happy. And the beautiful Eva Efia, also in UK, made it clear to all of us, for us to understand that is a simple thing. That ever since she walked out of marriage, it's not been easy. But however, the man he left in the marriage industry is still in A, B, and B. I don't know what is A, B, B, or whatever. But it means that she's in a better position than the man that she left. And she's a happy woman, even with 2 kids. So the question goes like, is there fear? That is why women don't want to move out of bad marriages, or men are scared to go because of, is it because of fear? Is it because of shame, ridicule, what people will say about you? Or what is it about? What is the reason why till today you are in a bad marriage and everybody is saying move oh, move oh, move oh, and you are saying no, 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 I don't want that oh, I don't want that oh. What is your problem? What is your problem? Why have you decided not to move? What is the reason why you are still there at where you are? My God, what is the reason? What is the reason? Can you do something about it right now? Wherever you are, do a move about it right now. Share the page and invite a friend and let's discuss. Is divorce a sin? Or you are afraid of your pastor? You are afraid because your father is the senior pastor? Is that a thing? Is it that you are afraid your father is the senior pastor and people will ask why have your daughter divorced? Or because you are a chorister? Because you are a deacon in the church, because your husband is a leader, because your husband is Counselor Lutrot and a celebrity down in town here. What is the reason why till now you've not been able to move up there and move out of the divorce that you are going through. Ladies and gentlemen, is it fear? Is it fear because you are afraid you go to hell? What is the reason why till now you've not been able to have the boldness or the courage to be able to go ahead and walk freely? What is it? What is it? Why do women find it difficult to do that particular action that will bring them freedom? I am sharing. That is why you see that as if I'm losing concentration. Can we hit the like button? 1.8 is not the number we need. Can we hit the like button quickly? We are just at 17, and 17 means 1.7. Can we do better by going 200, 300, 400? Go ahead right now. It's an adult content oriented. Facebookers, you are doing so well. Can we hit it quickly right now? Share the page like I'm doing right now. Go to all your pages. Share for those who don't want to see it. Look, I am well dressed. And let me say a big thank you to Yao Fran. This is also part of the birthday present I came to meet down here. Well, she promised that my birthday present is waiting for me when I came down here, and she dropped it to me. I'm very excited. I'm very happy that I am not just wallowing in confusion, but I'm looking good by all standards. Thank you so very much. Divorce is the game. And we are asking why it's difficult for people to go through divorce. Is it because they are afraid that they will go to hell? Is it that they are afraid that things will not work for them? Is it that they are afraid what people will say? What is the reason why till today many of us are in bad marriages? Things are not working, but we have decided that never, over my dead body, will I ever think of going for divorce. Over my dead body, would I say me? I don't want, no. Never will I do it. Is it fear? Is it fear? Is it fear? What is it? What is it? Why you are still struggling? Facebookers, thank you very much. And sometimes it's because of the children's welfare. This is what Amma Bentel is saying, counselor. Sometimes it's because of the welfare of the children. The welfare of the children, I don't understand it. That is what we're going to discuss here. The fear of the woman not to move away from the mind because of the welfare of the children. Who says when you leave marriages, men are not supposed to take care of their children? Who says that? There are too many laws in all countries in the world that protects children and women. Women and children have a lot of specific policies that governs them. Away from men, men don't have policies that governs us. We are operating in a common law, but we have children and we have women that have specific laws that are really governing them. But when it comes to your children, what are you doing? So most of you have waited for your children to grow so that some of them will find themselves at age 20, 25, when they finish marriage, before you leave the marriage and before you seek for divorce and before your children will get married, you have heartbreaks, you have diseases like cardiovascular infections, you have BP, your blood pressure is high, you have acquired some disease that you didn't come into the marriage. Hear my word, never leave any marriage with a disease that you didn't come with. Should I repeat myself? Never leave anybody's marriage with a disease that you didn't come with. It means that refuse to acquire any form of sickness before you leave. Leaving late can cause you to have challenges. Leaving early doesn't show you are bold, but it tells us how well you have worked on the marriage and it has not worked. Can we share the page? And my question is it because people are afraid? Fear of what people will say, fear of not knowing where they have gone to. I have been with him for 24 years of my life. I've been with him for 30 years of my life. He has been my confidant. He has been my everything. There is nothing that he doesn't know about me. And for that matter, this time, I don't know what to go and say. This time, I don't know how to go and say it. I have done everything I'm supposed to do. And I feel it is so bad for me to walk out at this time. Some are still there because of a particular investment they have done together. And they are not ready to lose the investment. Well, we have a mortgage together. I have a woman whose husband has gone so worse to the extent that he drinks and will come back late in the house in the United States of America and will put on the gas, put on soup that he's warming to come and eat. And if the woman will just feel in sleep, as if something is choking her, only to wake up to go and see that there's nothing choking her, but the husband has left the last granule soup bent and he's drunk and sleeping in the couch. This man was doing that when they were living in a small house. And all of a sudden, they went to apply for mortgage and added him as a husband. Now, the divorce that they were avoiding, he wanted to move the man from friends that were making him drink, according to somebody's therapy. That the man is drinking because there are friends around who lead him to drinking. And he moved to that house. One night, she called me in Ghana, and she was crying that if she didn't wake up, the house would be burnt and all of them would be burnt because of this man. And the man is called and asked, why are you doing what you're doing? He said, I'm drinking because of my wife. And she's the reason why I'm drinking. And that was a big lie. And the woman has refused to believe with her eyes that in the earlier stages she was supposed to divorce. She didn't divorce because she thought it was a change. When you move with him out of the area where friends are drinking with him, he will stop. When you collect the bottles of drink from his car, he will stop. This man doesn't care. He gets to the house, and because he knows that when he drinks on the way from where he's coming from, the police will arrest him. He buys the drink, goes to the liquor store, will buy and put in his boot. When he gets to the garage of the house, he will not enter from the car park. He will be drunk before he enters the house, and was putting this woman in the fix. When they asked him why he was drinking, he said he's drinking because of the wife. And the wife is asking, what have I done? That is why you are drinking. And you cannot be blamed for an adult's own decision to become what he is becoming. Hit the like button wherever you are right now. Hit the like button. If you are on TikTok, hit the like button. Get the people on board. I don't want delays today because yesterday we were just about to close and my precious Abna came on the scene, and that was not too good for me because I cannot avoid her from not sharing her opinion. And the same way I had one of my good people to coming to join later, Nana Owusu or something. So when you come late, it delays us. And today we are doing exactly 90 minutes for good credit, and we want to learn something within the 90 minutes. Because when it's too long on YouTube, people don't even have time to watch. And we go back on YouTube with the content. As you're watching me right now, please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Counselor Lutot TV. Subscribe and be part of the family. And on Facebook, you can just go and then join my like page. Just go and like. And even right now on TikTok, our numbers are not yet up to 10,000 plus. We are just 0.5, and it is not good for us. We need to move. I hear there are things I cannot do until I hit a certain number. Can we do some 20, 50, 500, 400,000? Can I see 1 million TikTokers following me? Not because of anything, but because it is an educational material. It is not easy to do this thing every day of our life. Facebookers are writing reasons why women are afraid to ask for divorce. And this one says that this one is coming from Ama Renchua. He says, I think it's fear, oh, my counselor. Ama says, the thing is called fear. This one says, bless. He says, bless, wake man. Bless, wake man. They are leaving the marriage now. Okay, I think some words are missing, but he said our culture is also another factor. That is why the question is it fear, shame, pride, sin, lust of investment, or what? So it's like many more. So when you don't see what I've written there, but you have something else, you say our culture. Culture from where? Culture from where? Is it the African culture, which is causing our daughters and our sons to refuse to divorce? Yesterday, he had a man who was going through a pain for 9 years because after the divorce, he has never recovered when the wife boldly requested for divorce. And according to his side of the story, the wife got pregnant for another man before they got married 1 week. And the man asked them to abort. So they aborted the pregnancy. He only found out the pregnancy because he saw abortion drugs on the table. And the man in question, he called the man in question, which was a big mistake. I lost him online, so I was not able to interrogate him properly. But yesterday, that was the story we hear. Hit the thing right now. Let's go. We need 10K. 10K before we start our basic conversation. What is the reason? And Amma Bentil says that you need to accept a divorcee as soon as you need to accept. You need to accept a divorcee as soon as as soon as it comes in order to move on quickly in life, to prevent death and the rest. So that is I'm a Bentil. I don't understand. I'm a come again, I don't understand it, but I read it for you. And it is come from Grace. Grace says that our Ghanaian culture is preventing our women from seeking for divorce. The lady who walked out here is a Ghanaian. She's been married for 24 years. She's been struggling to let the marriage work, and the marriage never worked. And exactly on the 24th year of the marriage, she walked out of the marriage. And we had the story of our sister who has done 16 years and walked out of the 16 years of marriage. We saw a sister who did 6 years and has walked out for about 8 years and is married again. And I spoke to Gifty Adoye, our current Gifty Adoye, and she says that she's more happy now in a new marriage she finds herself. Because those of us who know the story of Gifty Adoye in Tema, when Gifty entered into divorce, it was a big bombshell for her in the Tema community. She was not able to go to the market. Anytime she goes to the market, they are hooting at her. Oh, jump my knee. Because a lot of lies were said concerning her while she's walking out of the divorce. Is it because of what people will say? That is why you are still in the bad marriage. Is it because of what people have said? That is why you don't want to move on from your bad relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to ask you questions so we can judge all together and share our opinions. Let me see if I can read some things coming from our good people on TikTok. Hit the like button. Let's go. We are moving very slow. We need to do very, very fast. And let's share the live right now. We want to share it now. Go ahead and share. Divorce. What is the fear? Why are people afraid to call divorce? Why are they in bad marriages? Is it because of the friends you have? Is it because you are doing the bidding of your husband? Is it because you have an investment that you have done together? You have built a house together in Ghana. You have built a house together and you don't know how to divide the house. Is it because there is some secret that your husband is holding that when he leaves, you cannot hold back to it? Is it because of some problem and challenge that you are facing? Is it because of friends? Is it because your parent? Yesterday, Efia was telling us that the mother was the reason why she kept too long in the marriage, because the mother said the husband was too handsome. Wow. It's a good statement to hear. How I wish my mother-in-law would say I look very handsome as one of the boys who has come to marry one of the daughters. I wish to hear it. It's an encouraging statement, though. If your mother-in-law will be happy with you because you are handsome, so fine, boy, know the pay. Whether your husband is taking care of you or not, he's abusing you or not, he's speaking to you just anyhow. The fact that he's handsome, your mother said you cannot lose such a handsome man. There are reasons our mothers can lead us to troubles one time in our lives. How can your mother refuse your divorce because the man is too handsome? But the girl took a decision. I am the one in the soup. I am the one who is enjoying the pain that I'm going through. And for that matter, she took a decision and walked away. Today, they will tell us in what capacity, in what mind did they have? Was it a prayer point? Was it a seed they went to sow? Did they take the picture of their husband to a priest and they prayed for the man to give them the clearance? Were they waiting for the man to accept them to live? There are others that men are maltreating them. A woman says that the husband comes to her sexually like a horse who is hungry to go and deal with a particular prey in their life. And anytime the man comes with sexual intercourse, after sexual intercourse, she carries bruises and will have to treat it for the next 3 to 4 days. And the man says she should be fortunate that she's even giving her sexual intercourse. Why? Because they are friends of hers who are working and are begging their husbands to sleep with them. So if she's gotten it, even though she doesn't have taste for her again, she's fed up with her, but she's giving her sex, and until she will do what he will continually doing what he's supposed to do until she learned the lesson to leave and go. Some women are staying in bad marriages, waiting for the men to go and compensate them. I don't know what a compensation would do for you. And I hear other women saying that you have to be bold enough to leave when you have financial challenges. You cannot leave. So as you are in the marriage, prepare yourself financially so that when it happens that you are supposed to leave, you don't have any challenge in living. And that is what you are encouraging women to do. Work and gather money for yourself so you can leave and go and have a better life for yourself. yourself. My question is, if everybody is encouraging you to gather money so you can live and go have a better life for yourself, does it mean until you have the money that it takes? Does it mean when you have what it takes so that you can become what you want to be, you cannot live a bad marriage or what? Is that what we're talking about? Is that what the problem is all about? Ladies and gentlemen, I am not ready to listen to all those ones. My question is that why is it difficult that our people are still staying in bad marriages and they are refusing in all standard not to live and go? Is it because they are afraid of what friends will say? Is it because they are afraid of what a community is going to talk about? Is it because they feel ashamed to work as a previous married woman? What is the reason why they are struggling with themselves and staying in bad relationship? Let me read for you what Jennifer Tay is saying. And Rita just said, good point. Thank you. I don't know which one was the good point, but some divorce are blessing. It works. It works. It's worked for me. That's what she was. Jennifer, it worked for you. Jennifer Tay, if it worked for you, click on the button when we start sharing and come and share for us. What happened? What was the courage? Was it by prayer? Was it by vision? What really motivated you? Was it the family that stood behind you? Because yesterday somebody was saying that the family of the man can refuse you to divorce their son because of the way they are with you. And they will tell you to stay in that relationship. Hit the button. Let's go. Where we are nowhere. We are just 6K. We're looking at 10K, and I will start my discussion, giving you my point of view. And this one is coming from Daniel. Daniel says, good day, boss. I just joined. Hope I am not late. Guy, you are not late at all. We are just started. Give us your opinion. Why do you think women especially fear to walk out of divorce? What is the reason? Is it because of fear? Fear of the unknown, anxiety? Is it because of fear of what people will talk about? Is it because of fear of the environment they live in? I know somebody who was divorcing the husband, and she was scared and was afraid that her name was in the community was what they referred to the husband's house. Mrs. Lutrot, Madame Lutrot, so after divorce, how would they call the house? And because of the 5-bedroom house in East Legon, she refused to live the bad marriage, even though she was constantly being maltreated by the man and in all standards. And the man, even to the extent that the man pulled a pistol on her one time, and by the grace of God, the pistol didn't operate because somebody came into her life. And people have gone through a lot when it comes to these things that they have. Is it fear? Is it fear or what people will say? That is how marriage is. It is the same thing everybody goes through. Marriage is like that. There is nothing better anywhere. Like I remember yesterday, somebody sent a message that after leaving your husband, do you know where you are going? It's not good. Maybe you go and meet a worse man than the one you are leaving, because the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. All these statements, are they statements of fear, or it is shame? Because you have said too much about your husband, like the way I sit here like this, the way my wife will be speaking to friends. I don't know if she does it, but if she does it, I have told her that never praise me to any of your friends, because you don't know what I can do one day that will give you a bombshell. So don't praise me to your friends. Let your friends recognize what I do for you by themselves. Don't go and make me a conversation. As for me, my husband, when I'm sitting on him, I will wake up. He is a man that don't go and do it. I don't need that credentials among your friends. Let your friends find me what you want them to see. Let me say what I want to say about you. Don't go and say what you want to say about me that you are sure, but your friends are not sure about. You get what I'm talking about? So me, I've told my wife already. Don't praise me for people to know that I am what I am. Let them see what I am. I mean, like saying thank you to my husband on my behalf is not a bad thing to do. However, I remember that my wife was wearing a dress and somebody else said, "Madam, this dress is nice. Where did you get it from?" And unfortunately for her, the most painful thing is that she doesn't know how the dress came. She doesn't know. So immediately when they said it, she told the one that unfortunately I don't know where the dress came from. It's my husband who bought it for me. And the person was like, no, it's not true. You can't say that. Tell her the truth. And say, I don't know. And truly, she doesn't know where I got the dress from. I traveled out of Accra to a program in Esther, where did we go? Was it Sum or Sunyani somewhere? And it was a Valentine's Day program. And I went there. There were these nice dresses that I found in the village and it's not in Accra. And they said somebody brought it from UK to come and sell. And it was like, wow, ow, 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 ow. I want to buy it for my wife. And I went into the shop, and the dresses were many, and almost all the dresses were my wife's size then. So I ordered to buy. I bought the dress to the sender. I got short of money, and I had to ask for reimbursement of money for me. And my girl had to go into her account to withdraw money out to my money. And I bought dresses from that shop in Suhum, where I went for the program with my PA. We went for a program in that corner, in that village. I bought dresses back again to my wife. And when I brought the dresses, she was wondering, how can you leave Accra and go and buy dresses and go and buy dresses for me? And I brought the dresses. It was 21 pieces of straight dress and some skirts, suits that were brought from UK. Somebody brought it and I bought it for her. And she was wearing one of them. Somebody asked Nedra, where did you get it from? And she told, I don't know, unless you ask my husband and say thank you. And somebody met me and said, yes, we want to know. Your wife is wearing some dresses after some weeks now. And he said, you bought. I said, oh, yes, I bought it from her. And I mentioned the name of the shop. In Suhum, yes, it was Suhum, some Suhum place. I went to do a program on Valentine's Day. Those times that I was roaming to make sure that my message is validated by people who wanted to believe in my prophecies and my statement. And she told a friend. They didn't believe her. They didn't believe that I went around and I didn't do anything than to buy dresses. My witness is my PA who was following me, and we bought dresses for Madame. So I'm saying that people are afraid to leave marriages. People are scared to leave marriages. People don't feel comfortable because of what others will say. Let me tell you, the marriage you are in, are you in for anybody? Are you in for what somebody is going to say? Are you in for what somebody will not say? Who is feeling the heat? Who is going through the ridicule? It's true. You can't do it without men. You can't take a decision without consulting men. That one don't do. Listen to what men are saying. Work on the marriage, but the decision, the final decision lies with you. Is it fear? That's why you're still there. Is it shame? That is why you're still there. Ashamed of what? Ashamed of looking at your pictures. Amma Benton says, the only thing you need to get fear of is the fear of God. And in the beginning is the fear of God. And in the beginning, and is the beginning of wisdom. And the wisdom will endure, and the wisdom will endure that pain and build new house. Okay. I think he's talking about if it's because of an investment, because some are there because of the investment they have done. Na oyobia ne hun my onishe me si onishe mumbisano onishe owie school na me de ma bra bo be kan na bra bo ne wade ye na ke se me baba ene me ko UK na me cast ye for no nko ye nhihye ne mbra enti no kura na ye kan say my investment in this marriage, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to start. I have invested so much in this marriage and I can't see myself working out for him to be free. He says the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. And when you grab the fear of God, you will be able to endure the pain and build a new house. Adwa says sometimes it's the interference of church leaders. Wow. Interference of church leaders. So I ask, is it just about pride? That is why you're still in marriage. Is it sin? Hit the like button. Let's do share the page. Facebookers are running. They are leaving you. I don't know what is happening now. TikTokers, can we go and leave these people behind? Don't do that to me. Go ahead. I like the way I'm doing on Facebook. We are sharing the page. Thank you very much. We need to hit 100 for me to share my opinions and my thoughts with you and my research. I have a research that is lying in front of me by the help of my wife and the other team that did the research for me. I'll run it by you. He said the fear of failure. BB says fear of failure. Amma says counselor is because most Ghanaian men don't want divorced women and the church too. Wow. He says sometimes it is the interference of the church leaders. The leaders of our churches, they put too much fear in you. They make you feel like it is one of the biggest things that leads you to hell. Ladies and gentlemen, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Hear me. Bible says that, and in those days, people will be marrying. But he made it clear to us that in heaven, there is no marriage. So let your will be done on earth as it's done in heaven. Your heaven is the way you are living now. I like the way Shinny Jonas expresses what he sees in the US. The only thing I don't like is the insults. His expression of what I like what he has seen. Travel and see. He's exposing his ignorance and he's telling you the effect of traveling. Thank you, 10K. Let's hit it right now. 20K, 20K. You are doing well. Hit the like button and let's do our viewership. Our viewership is still trailing behind 30. Can we hit it to 100, 200, 300, 400, 600? This is knowledge. Knowledge is power. I like Trini Jonas. And today I chanced on another guy in Italy. He's saying where he's coming from. And he was talking to those of you who went to UK and are complaining that the home care is not coming and they are struggling. He says some of them didn't sit in an aeroplane to US. They didn't sit in an aeroplane to Italy. They didn't travel through an aeroplane. They were on water. They were in containers. Yeah. Even they are happy they have left and they are doing well. And so when you have left in an aeroplane, you sat in an economy class and you arrive and you are there today. Make hay while the sun is shining. And so I like his things. He has seen a lot. I, for example, me, I was trailed on Sunday. I was surprised on Sunday that me of all people, I was able to enter the White House in America. I went to Washington and I was privileged to have the chance to enter into the White House garden. I spent close to an hour in the garden. I had opportunity to take pictures in the garden. I had opportunity to do video in the White House garden. I took pictures. I even took ginger honey chips into the garden and I was displaying it and doing videos in the garden. It was a privilege for me. I mean, Black from Ghana, the White House is the most powerful place that you can ever enter. The police escort, everything. And unfortunately for me, it was truly a White House. I saw so many white people who were there. It was myself, my president, and some 3 other people that I saw that were black. So the black among them were very, very identical. But I'm saying that it's an exposure to all of us. So it's true. There are times when you are not exposed. When your brain, so it's experiencing heaven on earth. Hit the like button. Let's go, TikTokers. How do I experience? How do I experience heaven on earth? So in heaven, there is no marriage. In heaven, there is no marriage. So if any leader, like the lady said, he said, because church leaders, they interfere, they put fear and panic in you. I know. When we are putting you together in marriage, like my senior pastor prophet, Dr. Emmanuel Eje will tell you, I'm giving you one communion. I'm giving you one communion. And as I'm broken it, if you make a decision to break this marriage, bring me back my communion and bring me back my wine. It's a good thing. All we wish is that people will not bless, will not go back and fight and leave the marriage. However, in my church, Prayer Palace, the best church in the whole wide world, we have never stopped anybody from divorcing. What we do is to help them to stay. If they can't stay, we don't hold them because we don't hold anybody's marriage as part of salvation. We don't in my church. We don't. We have never, we do what we do for you. If there are demonic thing we do against for you, whatever it takes, but we don't interfere to force you to stay. However, we will be disappointed if you don't report to us some of the maltreatment that you're going through. Because some of them, when you tell us that we are not even able to salvage your marriage, you might not be the only person going through it, but we'll use it as a case study to let the women fellowship talk to their women, let the men fellowship talk to their men, let the youth hear what is going on, not by mentioning your name, by raising topics and discussions that in the church, some people are molesting their wives. Some wives are maltreating their husbands. So people are still married because of the interference of the church. And I know. I'm too much reliable informed that in some churches in Ghana, You can't divorce and still be a leader in the church. So there's a man in America for 15 years. For 15 years. That the two of them are having confusion and he left the wife. He can't go for divorce because he still wants to remain as a pastor to a particular church in Ghana. 15 years. Why by law, maximum 18 months, no sexual intercourse. The law can nullify your marriage. But for 15 years, he's afraid to call for divorce. Yeah. So a man of God was preaching against these things and I didn't know what God did. He lost the wife. Now he lost the wife he's supposed to marry again. It became difficult for him to choose a wife. And I told him in the face, never choose a wife in your church. Leave the country and go and bring something from outside. I told him straight. If you pick anything from this church, you make them talk against you. Go and bring something that nobody knows. And whatever you bring, let whatever you are bringing not to be part of what you have brought. Yeah. Interference is part of the reason, and the interference will make you feel like a sin. That is what I'm asking. Are people still married because not just because of fear, not because of shame, not because of pride, but because of sin, interference of church leaders? I'm about to say counselor. It's because most Ghanaian men don't want divorced women to marry after, okay, and the church, oh, all right. So when you are divorced, it's difficult to find a husband. So you want to stay where you are because nobody will love you. That I don't believe. I promised my wife, and I told her today, and I'm saying it again here on this page, that my wife should always look beautiful because there's a certain man who is in love with her. I won't stop saying it. There are a lot of people that they still admire my wife because she's still beautiful. My wife, after many years of marriage, is beautiful, and I am proud to say it. And I've told her, never lose your beauty in this marriage. I see people who are too beautiful. I met people who have lost their beauty because of bad marriage. And in the counseling, I didn't do anything for them about the bad marriage. I worked on them. Go to salon. Go to salon. Change your hair. Change your dress. Makeup. Do your nails. Be appetizing to other people. Forget about this man. Why a chaka? What to a boom? Somebody opened the mouth and told the wife, it's a strong word. Is different from who. It's two different words. I don't know what to say in English. Yeah, when I open, I'll ask Ablan to tell me. What does the how do we say it in P? Why do you say this to your wife? Why do you say this to your wife? Painfully things. Then the church will interfere and tell you stay. There's nowhere that the Bible says stay in a bad marriage. Let me go here and go and read some messages. So you say, it is a yes or no. So this one says that A is Airbnb. Thank you very much. So I hear the word is Airbnb in UK. What does it mean? Is it a building? Is there a flat or whatever it is? So Daniel says that because they are afraid of the pastor and the community. Okay. Yesterday, Efia said, the pastor said the drink you are taking to go and divorce your husband, bring and let me drink. Don't go for the divorce. And all she did was that, oh, my Sophony D block. Hey, this girl. I blocked the pastor. I'll be very disappointed. My church man will block me because of bad marriage. I'll be very disappointed. I don't know what I would do if my church man will block me because I'm helping her to stay in a bad marriage, especially when she's told me everything about it. And because the husband is a leader, when you know, people will stop you from breaking away from your husband, because when you break away from your husband, it will affect the leadership of the church. It will cause the church to lose membership. When you break away from your husband, it will cause a lot of members to talk that why have we? Yeah. Recently we went for a naming ceremony, and the pastor of the church has refused to name a child that is born out of wedlock. Unfortunately for the pastor, A chorister in his church have been impregnated out of wedlock by a very prominent man in society. This time, the pastor did the naming ceremony. Come and see the choristers in the church. Yeah, gossip be what? Hey, when it came to somebody, because the guy who impregnated the celebrity is a big man in town, that one day the pastor was able to come and see what the pastor did for 3 hours, named the child. And when Adjo Mansa got tired, they said she was still listening. I said, hey, I was not in the church. But because I was part of the officiating ministry, I went there as a clergyman, and the man said, once you are a pastor, you are here, you are supposed to join me, name the child. And I went to join to name the child. I was in the studio when one of her members, one of the pastor's members called me and said, Counselor, me di hu pa. Except me no be can send be a shame po eme ya. And so for you on bless you be our on top be a din. So you see, the church at times we go and bite more than we can chew. We are just at 12. We want to hit 20K. Hit the button right now. Why are we wallowing behind 52? 52 is not the best number for us because Facebookers are doing 38. Can we hit the button and do our 200, 400 and let's learn something? So the reason why women are refusing to divorce, but they want to stay in bad marriage. Somebody says, he says, great counselor one. Eva is, Olivia, thank you very much. Eva says, my daddy. Thank you very much. And let me go to TikTok and read something few here for you on TikTok. Those who are writing on TikTok, I'll be taking your messages. It says, I think because of society stigma. What stigma? Yeah, the former Mrs. Lutroth, ex-wife of Councillor Lutroth. I remember Archbishop Duncan Williams' wife, Mama Francisca Duncan Williams. I'm telling you, this woman she's wonderfully beautiful. I remember those days when she was with Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams in the Action Chapel. It's very difficult for you ever to get close to Mama Francisca. The protocol, it's not that she's a difficult person, but the protocol will not even allow you to get access to her. But recently, after divorce, it is alleged that when she was asked, what do you want from your husband? She chose to maintain the name Duncan Williams. So she's still called Mrs. Francisca. She's still called Francisca Duncan Williams. She maintained the name. I heard there was another celebrity in America who, after divorce, they asked her, what do you want? She said, I just want to maintain the name. Because the brand that you have built with the name will also be a challenge. So the stigma will be that former Gifty Osei. I remember that it took a long time for most of us to get used to Empress Gifty Osei to Empress Adoye. It became an effort, and she has to fight some people. I remember in the show one time, mistakenly on radio, I was talking, I said, Gifty Osei. He says, no, point of correction. I am no more Gifty Osei. She was very upset. So she fought to do it. I remember the life of as we speak now, Ohima Mercy. Ohima Mercy's divorce is on silence because it was going to affect the brand. You know my sweet sister Joyce Blessing. Joyce Blessing and Dave Joy. Most of the song that is Dave Joy was part of the song. You know what happened? Her Facebook account was taken away by the husband. Her YouTube was taken by the husband. The next thing was that the husband brought a DNA that the children that they had. Joyce Blessing slept with other people, and the brand of Joyce Blessing was going down because of divorce. So yes, at times the stigma will cause you to stay. But do you want to stay because of their stigmatization and lose your reason for living? Look at Joyce Blessing today. Somebody says, ever since the last time she broke away from the marriage, the center is not holding for her. And she just brought out a new song, and the song is doing well. It's doing well. I think the last time it was about 1 million views on YouTube or so. As between the clash between her and PSA Esther and Joyce Blessing. What am I saying? She was afraid because in one interview she said what she has gone through is too much. That is why she's still not there. Wow. Can you imagine that? My distance lover just joined me, and she's called Doris Dankwa. Doris, my feel why me do. My castle be mayor or lie, mommy, but nipanon so delay tactics. So Doris is here. Doris is telling me that the fear of family and church, you see, so they fear the family, they fear the church. What is your family of the? Why are you afraid of the family? Why should the family's fear cause you to stay in the bad marriage? Ebusiana, what timuna will break like this girl. Efia will talk today. Efia said, the mother said the guy was too handsome to lose him. What did that? And he's Counselor Lutroto. When you leave Counselor Lutroto, which counselor are you going to get married to? No, you can't suffer with a man and just go with one day like that. Hey, hear me, oh, hear me. Don't die in a dying relationship. Don't lose your sanity because of bad marriage. Don't lose who you are because of bad marriage. I feel sad for some girls I've met who have lost their husband. I'm going to and after divorce, I'm going to tell you what brings people to divorce. And there are times that it's not just bad marriages, but the next day on Friday, our next topic is how to move on after divorce, how to marry after divorce. You understand what I'm saying? Because you need to get married. I mean, it's scary that after divorce, like Charlie, the machine is there, nobody is using. Look at how sweet sexual intercourse is. I mean, see how feeling it is. I mean, no matter what it is, Charlie, Abner will say licking is a gift from God. And all these things, you want to lose it because family. Church, yes. Don't be afraid of church. And don't be afraid. Doris comes to say, wisdom is speaking. Talk to us, counselor. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. And I miss you. I'll see you very soon. Nana Marentua says, I am going to TikTok. Come to TikTok and hit the button for me. We are just 12. Why are we 12? What are we doing with 12K? It is 20K we are looking for. And what is 43? Whilst Facebook is 39, don't do that to yourself. TikTok. Nanama says he's coming here. Olivia says, God bless you more, counselor. Thank you for the blessing. Daniel says, ha, 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 ha. I like your laughing. It is love of those who are rich. And Nanama says that meanwhile, some pastors are in bad marriages too. Yes. Yes, so some pastors are beaten by their wives. So some pastors are won by their wives. So some pastors, their marriages stinks. Some pastors, their marriages are bombshell. But they are refusing to live because some churches, when you say you are divorcing your wife, that's the end. There's a pastor who was doing very well around East Legon. Very, very powerful church of a particular branch. And the man of God was doing so well to the extent that the wife was disturbing him. He was losing his sanity for preaching. Can you imagine that he will finish preaching? When they get home, the wife will take the message. And when they are sitting there, I said, this thing you said was a lie. Why did you say this? This example is not true. Why do you behave like you are? And the wife will now go and analyze the preaching and will tell him, if you go and preach like this again, I don't think that I will still continue with you in this marriage. The wife was sowing discourse in the members of the church. And tomorrow, when you meet, and I met her once, and that was my first time. No, the first time I met her, yes. And the husband meet Mrs. Momoni. That's my wife, Mrs. Momoni. I said, wow, thank you for your support for the ministry. Thank you for my brother. He says, well, it is God. We can't support what he's doing because we don't know anything. We don't know anything at all to support what he's doing. He's doing his own thing, and we are also here. Me too, I'm a member. So when people tell me that, thank you for supporting me, I don't know what I'm doing, but well, I receive your compliment. One thing I said, and I realized that there's a problem in the place. Then the husband started telling me that the wife is telling, when people pledge, the wife goes to tell them, yes, the wife was telling members, because the wife was suspecting that the husband was sleeping with choristers in the church. The wife started suspecting, not caught. Even caught. Jesus said, go and sin no more. And the wife was doing all these things, and the man of God was going down. When the man of God went to the senior pastor, who was the general overseer of all the branch and the presbytery, look at what they did. They said, this is the cross that he has to carry. So their marriage was then 12 years. They brought them to come and do reunion and re-exchange of vows for living 12 years of marriage. And they did that in front of the church, thinking that is what is going to cause the woman to be happy in the marriage. Right after the exchange, it was worse because she has so negative discourse to the members in the church. As I'm talking to you right now, the pastor cannot stay in the church. He's working and evangelizing in every community because if he stays in the church, it doesn't work for him. If you're a woman, your wife and your husband is fighting with a certain pastor, or they don't agree, how do you talk behind with it? How can you come and say that? You will say this. That's why I say I love Chiribosom. Is that the name? Yeah. So for Chiribosom, when Chiribosom and the wife were not going down well, he came to the pulpit and said that the first lady of the church is no more on her seat because we are breaking up the marriage. We are no more. He's the first pastor to say it. And he was saying it because if he doesn't say it by himself, it will be said by other people and will bring petty squabbles and misunderstanding in the church. But ever since Chiribusum said it, it brought who, and now the church is there. It's intact. So it's true, some pastors are having bad marriages. I'm yet to meet my bad marriage in this time I am in. Watching you live from Freetown, Sierra Leone. Wow, Desmond. Thank you that I am in Sierra Leone. I am in Sierra Leone. And I'm supposed to do African tour next year, 2024. After elections in Ghana, I will start African tour because I want to go to Kenya. I want to go to Sierra Leone. I want to go to Botswana. I want to go to Kenya, South Africa, East Africa. I'm going to be there. So thank you for watching me from Freetown. Thank you so very much. And BBC Counselor, please. What is the best thing to do when you get married? Use your husband's name or maintain your father's name. Now watch it. The truth is that if you marry under the traditional marriage, which is called the customary marriage by law, it doesn't demand a change of name. Your status remain with your maiden name. If you go with a civil marriage, the civil marriage has a demand for gazettation because you are not a next of kin to your husband. You are a co-estate owner of any property he makes. It is 50-50. You don't need to contribute money to own part of his asset that he acquires during marriage. And so the first thing you need to do right after exchanging vows and you sign the certificate, when you consummate the marriage and go on your honeymoon and come, you have to gazette and change your father's name to his name. It's law. It is by law. If you want to maintain your father's name, then you need to go back to court and swear that this is what you want to do. And has to be understood by the said man because it's deception to a public officer. Because one of the things that must happen to you is a change of status after marriage under the civil law. It's part of it. You have to change. Your maiden name is still on the certificate, but you are now Mrs. Lutro, and you have to gazette it. I remember when I got married to my wife many years ago. Right after the honeymoon, I took her to the Registry General's Department and went to gazette the marriage exactly after when we came back from the honeymoon. I keep saying that I look too sure that my marriage will stay, but I don't also think that I'm going to marry her forever. But if it happens that we stay forever, that will be fun for all of us. I'm not ready because every divorce is known before the marriage. As I sit, I have not yet determined what can divorce me and my wife, even though it is not impossible. Do you understand what I'm saying? So your name cannot be maintained. You need to change your father's name. And that is why when you don't have a male child, going to heaven will be difficult for you because heaven is meant for male children. Your family tree is ended when you don't have a male child. Because women don't name children. It is only men who name children. The spermatozoa of a man carries the DNA of a man, and the family tree is continual as a result of the name that the family gives you. Olivia says, Counselor, we are waiting for you in Botswana. Hey, so Olivia, you are in Botswana. Wow. I remember that I had a lady friend in Botswana that I love so much because of the way she speaks English. So if you're waiting for me in Botswana, I'll come to Botswana. Thank you very much. Let me know the procedure, how to get a visa to Botswana, whether it's by car, it's by flight, it's by what? I know this. Is it Botswana? Do you have flights or whatever it is? Is that an airport? I don't know. I'll research on it and I'll come. So finally, I have done what I'm supposed to do. We are just on 14K. we will not hit our 20K. My people are there. We've not invited them, but invitation is coming in the next 10 minutes when I'm doing my submission. So when it comes to reasons why people don't want to divorce, everybody have shared their opinion. And my questions are very, 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 very relevant into current situation of life. Are people not bold enough to leave marriages because they are afraid? Good evening, counselor. This is coming from societal rejection. So this one says that she's saying that people want to stay in marriage because they'll be rejected by society. Societal rejection. And this one says, good work, Counselor Luttrell. I'm still on TikTok. Good evening, Counselor Luttrell. Thank you. But this one is Claire says, Asemo, why are you still in the bad? Fear of rejection from the society. Society was, sometimes the church also makes mockery of you. She was formerly married to a pastor. Anyway, Jai, born in a dressing tea, into a jazz software. So far, what they are net there. Ubedi collection, ubedi faith. Good work, counselor, for opening eyes with both men and women. Thank you so much. Men and women are all here. I want to contribute, please. Quite Claire, you are coming very soon. So send your request because in the next 10 minutes, I'm opening myself, sitting quiet and listening and doing questioning and interrogation for those who, I hope Afia is there. I hope Abna is there. I hope all of you are ready and you are just behind the curtain. I want you to share. Push us right now with speed to 20K. Push it now. And let our view, you see, our lives are going. But see the viewership, 54. And we have 42 for Facebook. Then yeah, and yesterday they passed us. We did 111. And they were doing 127. And I don't want a delay here. Where we'll get to a point before right now, they'll be looking for, when we are closing, then all my think tanks will come. Tell the think tanks that no other lecture is allowed. Every lecture has been abrogated by Counselor Luttrell. We are just here to learn. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just by the way. You have your choice to go everywhere you want to go to. But let's come and learn in the School of Marriage and Relationship. And this one says that love. Okay, it says, Jessica says, love, the man left. I don't know. So we decide to stay in. Okay, well, Jessica, I think we want to say that we love the men, so we decide to stay in. Okay. All right, okay. So this one says that true talk, pa. God bless you, counselor. Thank you very much for the badges. And this one says that the no Abner chops stay bullet. I didn't get this one. They are, oh my God. Chop stay bullets. I don't get it. This Charlie, my dear, class, gas prefect, but you maintain fear of where to stay, where to start from, fear of the unknown. This is where I think it will push me to start my own, the fear of the unknown. So let me look at this one too. Yes, Daddy, say it again. I don't know what I said, but this one I say nice one. Thank you so much. I see Yao Fran. Thank you for joining me. Yao Fran is giving me emojis, and thank you for my Lacoste. I've taken another one to wear. And yeah, the way I'm going and giving every Lacoste, please remember to come and add 10 to the Lacoste I have. Oliver Twist, I asked for more. Charlie for Bibi, I'm in Shema. What am I saying? Meet me repeating in every. Maybe I saw her. Yeah, George Luttrell, 200 pounds. You see, or count that in Shadio Chile baby, Wundi. Yeah, I'll cast a metia bompire tiel. Thank you very much, Madam President. And she's here giving me thumbs up and emoji. So let me look at it from this angle. So the process to divorce. The first thing you need to do is to make a decision for the divorce. Let's hit the like point to 20. The first thing you need to do is to make a decision to divorce. Remember that in these aspects of divorce, nobody can decide for you to divorce. Divorce is a personal decision. And in this personal decision, one of the things that you should not forget is that I am divorcing because of X, Y, Z. May nobody change your status, but there's a process that you have to go through. So counseling is not advice for once. Going to see a counselor is not to advise you. A counselor is there to help you make an informed decision. So as I'm speaking, I am bringing out information, but I can't decide for you. I need to interrogate the reasons why you think the best thing you can do to your life is to walk out of that marriage. So you get angry with me. You walk, and all you want me to say is that tell me to live. And I say, I am not here to say live because it should be a personal decision you are taking. But I'm here to assist you to make an informed decision in the journey of your divorce. So before you seek for divorce, you need counseling. During divorce, you need counseling. After divorce, you need counseling. Now, any of the reasons that is stated here as I speak: 1, fear; 2, shame; 3, pride; 4, sin; 5, loss of investment that have been done together, or whatever. Any of these things stated, it is through counseling that you can determine whether you can do without it. You can live without it. I know women, like I told you about this lady. She sold her shop in Mokola and gave the money to the husband to start his shop in Abosokan. And the man was going to Korea and bringing car engines. All of a sudden, one day, the man just told the woman, Kickles, if I'm mentioning the name well, says fear of the unknown and what if from society. Yeah, counselor, sometimes the difficulty is about the children when they are so attached to their father. I mean, these things are here. I feel sad. No, when your children are so attached to their father, so I'm going to talk about that. That is why you are still in the marriage. Listen to me. A man in the marriage circle and a woman in the marriage circle. If you are a woman in the marriage circle, you come to the marriage first as a woman. Then you are graduated to a wife. And if God blesses you with the fruit of the womb, you become a mother. So watch it here. You are a woman first in the public. You become a wife to them. And then you become a mother if you have children. We can continue with the mother-in-law when your children give birth. But hear this. You become a grandmother when your children give birth, so it can continue. But hear this one. The man in your life is also a man to the public. However, he is a son to his family, like the way you are a daughter to your family. So to you in that circle of marriage, the man you are married to is a man first. I am a man. George Lutros, Casti, Apeto, my sisters have a way they refer to me. I am their brother. I am the son of my father and mother. So I am a man. Now, then I enter into a wedlock understanding with my wife, and I make somebody's daughter my wife. So my status now has changed. I am a man and a husband. Now, if my wife put to birth, then I become a father. Now watch the drama and the diagram. A man can be in marriage and would not be a husband. Why is he not a husband? He is a husband because he has a wife and is playing his husband role to the wife. Now he's a father because he has impregnated the wife and has children, and he's also practicing what he's supposed to do as a father to the children. But most of us are married to men who are men in public. And in quotes, they are masters over us, but we are not experiencing the husband and wife situation in the marriage. So they are not husbands to us. Unfortunately, they are those who impregnated us and we gave birth. So they are the father of our children. But they can be bold enough to pay the fees of their children, give money when it comes to their children, provide a car for the children to go to school, pay for the children's medical bills, do everything that concerns the children as their father, but will never do anything to you that makes you a wife, except the title you carry. In cases like this, if you tell me that the children are too attached to their father, the children are too attached to their dad, so you can't leave the marriage for them to lose the attachment. Are you serious? Are you okay? Are you okay? Now look at the way the children are looking at you. Ekueme, Ekueme, you are the living God. Oh, is there no one like you? Ekueme, 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 you are the living God. Oh, is there no one like you? That song, anytime I sing, I feel the presence and the power of God. But behind me, there are alleged molestation and abuse that was stated that the children saw their father abusing their mother. So you want to say that children are attached to their father, and for that matter, you want to stick to the marriage for the children? I hear people saying that the children are too young. Hit the button. 14, no, 20K. The children are too young. And my son, if the father even travels a day, they have temperature. So the man is maltreating you. The man is making you know that you are not a qualified wife for me. But look at you, my children. Do you have a child at all? The children are for the man. They are for him. Oh. The biggest property of the family, the children, are for the man. So why are you here to be sacrificed as a sacrificial lamb? Lose your destiny, lose your sanity, lose your beauty, lose who you are as a woman of substance. God created you to become a helpmeet. God, you should come and meet the man at where he is helping to discover and live according to the purpose of God. God never said, come and bypass the man. You are to follow. He is your leader. And if the leader is maltreating you, and you cannot live in that camp, why are you telling me that the children love their father? What is that excuse? Are you sure you are there because of the children loving your father? So that statement, the children, they love their father. Please, if you stay because they love their father, a man will leave the father and the mother and become one with the husband. Listen to me. You left your parents and came together so they will live. The day they will leave and go, will you still be sane enough to be that beautiful woman? The decision to divorce, why is it difficult for you to take? What is the reason? Now, ready to open. If you want to share your point, if you have any view you want to share, now we are ready. Just come in, and the floodgates are open for us to share our views. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, you have a story to tell. There is something you have gone through. A lot of people have made a request. They want to share their stories with us. Let's go. Maybe your story will be a good thing to help somebody who is battling the thought of divorcing or to live. So I welcome all of you. Claire, you are the first I saw you coming, and I want you to share with us. Mute yourself if you're not ready to talk, the rest of us. So let me hear you, Claire. Claire, what is the reason why you think that people don't want to walk out of marriage, especially women? What is the reason?
Good evening, everybody on this beautiful platform.
Thank you. Everybody is here.
God bless you so much.
Bless you too, my dear.
God bless. God bless so much, Counselor.
Thank you so much, my love.
I've been following you for for about, I think, about 3 days, but I'm very much interested in what you've been doing.
Thank you.
Yes, I'll go straight to my point.
Flow, my sister.
One, it comes from the churches that we are inside.
Wow.
The leaders in our churches. Because I am a victim of what happened to me in the church. It wasn't even a divorce. I had a little misunderstanding with my husband, and I discussed it with my pastor that I couldn't go to church. The issue that I had with my husband was the topic in the church, was the preaching on the church, in that church that very day. Because of that incident, I have to stop going to church.
Wow.
I have to stop going to church because I felt very bad, and people came to my shop. People came to my shop, blah, blah, blah. They couldn't address it straight to me, but I knew it was my issue. And the same pastor called me, Claire. And why? Is it because of he has forgotten of what he said? And he called me that, is it because of what I said in church at that day? Have you seen what happened? So sometimes it's the churches that we are inside, and two, the family that we come from. There are some families, they will say that yes, blah blah blah, so
yes.
No.
Yes.
Maybe I will never love, I will never let you love me and beat me till I die. Or anything that they be, as a woman, you should be very hardworking. If you are start doing something with you, able to feed your kids, and the man is not helping him. Counselor, let me brief so that someone can also come inside.
So the
I don't want to introduce myself because people might know me very well.
I hear you, but I wanted to ask a question. This thing you people keep saying, that when a woman establishes himself so he can take care of his children, is it not the reason why most people are refusing to leave marriages? Because whether the man is married to you or not, it is his principal responsibility to take care of the children. So people don't have what to use to feed their children. And back in Ghana, I run a program called To Me in Kawasem every day, Monday to Friday. And the issues that I sit in and resolve, majority of them are the women are punished because they believe if they leave, what would their children eat? But there are too many laws in America, in UK, in Ghana. Every country has the child policy. Ghana is the 2008 child rights, and it is the right of a child to live, and it is the duty of a parent, especially the figurehead, the man, to take care of the child. So taking a man to go for what we call, I think, child support. Why are you, whether you have it or not, it is, he is supposed to be responsible. As a matter of fact, in the law, the law says that he's supposed to provide shelter. He's supposed to be paying for babysitting. He's supposed to feed. So why are you people holding on to, and I don't know when they go, how would they eat? And so you should work hard and be sure that you have what you can feed the children. And so they are living in the bad marriage, my sister.
In this modern Ghana and this modern world, yes, Counselor, I want to come in again.
Go ahead, Claire.
Modern Ghana, there are some men. There are some men when they see that the woman is, of course, the woman is working very hard. Let me use the woman is becoming more rich and responsible in life. The husband will leave everything on the woman.
It's because you prove like you are the superwoman.
So when you go in to go and ask something,
it's because you tell yourself to be superwoman. It is your fault.
Okay.
It is your fault. And let's tell you, the women, you are there not to lead. You are there to support.
Counselor, not in all instances.
But how can you tell me that the man?
That they are acting as.
Vicky, I'm coming. Vicky, I'm coming. My issue is, why would the man refuse to do his things? Because you are supporting.
Counselor, not all women. Because sometimes you feel like beauty.
You feel like what?
Sometimes it's supporting.
I'm saying, why are you supporting and they have left everything for you? And you are looking at him because you are a superhero. No, you are supporting. And the man has left the duty for you.
We are, Uncle. Yes, we are in a group as a form of an association. And I'm the mother of the group. I had this issue that came for me that there's an, they will say, she's having an issue with like married women in a club and here and there. That's new thing that has come up. And she said she's having an issue with her husband. And since the man has got into that, it's very forceful, working very hard. Obani, Bemane Patre say, Obani in the sita. Let me use this word. Just but that is not the issue. Bemane person Obani ever for fine. Obani always long and money. But Bemane person Obani be saying Obani. Bemane person Obani ever saying in life. And Obia, excuse me, so Obia so here Nejuma. Obia here Nejuma. What the 50 banana with the 50? But here we go. Then we are going to our country. This year, then our person way. Most in the Saudi, this cow see there. Advice that I gave to her and say, what because of humanity, the Obeying of Fabra. Humanity, council, can you imagine? Since that then, their money is cow fee or taking responsibilities of Obama here and there. It's the issue, a very important issue. Mommy, I'm also maybe quite platforms because it's one money.
But Claire, listen to me. Claire, Nyame bo ban o ka se ba na be ye be ma ne se suboafo. Ana me bo. Wan ka se be ye be ma ne hwesofo.
Yes.
Ne se suboafo.
Me.
Wan ka se me ka se enye nhye o. Eye se oyebo. It is not a must. But it is nice for you to support. But Obia na body a wife. Wa koso ko bwana o dear mama. Ade na ugusu som. Look, have you ever asked yourself why the 5 senses are in the head? Let's think about it. The 5 senses that makes a man live. Where is it situated? In the head. Why is it not in the chest? Because God has given you the ability to think, to reason, and to sustain your living. You are a complete human being. You are a complete person that God created to come and assist a man. So why would I say I don't want my wife to bypass me? I was talking to one of my aides today, and she asked something and I answered before she went to Google to find the answer. And he says to me every day when they are talking, I say that my wife is more intelligent than me and know me. And I am not lying. I am the one who is sitting here. Master, the research man they use talk. Majority of them, they come from the woman. Do you know how sweet it is to marry an intelligent woman? Do you know how peaceful it is for your wife to be higher in education? When children bring homework, they will not wait for you to come and teach them. Do you know how it is for your wife to be leading? I mean, to be a big boss and still give you respect. Sebio, unim sene TSA udi CEO. Unim sene tie. Se wenya wodi pa ukoti abinima odi opanyin bia oda amanyanu uyire ye vice president. Na wudi ni man ho sane no level. So what is your problem? Why do you feel you feel belittled when your wife is leading? She can lead at home, but it is nice that your wife has more than you. Is it because you women you get and you want to come and lord it over the men? Is that a reason? Some of you make yourself superheroes. No, don't be a superhero. No matter your level of riches, remember the things I said. You are a woman first and decided to become a wife and become a mother because you have children. Maintain your status as a woman in everything you want to do, but don't forget you become a wife. Look for the role play of a wife. The virtuous woman who can find Her hand finds work to do like a merchandise shift. She wakes up early in the morning to feed the husband and her whole household, including her maid servants. He says the husband is respected at the city gate among the leaders and the elders because of the wife. Her children will call her blessed. So a corporate woman is the best wife you can find. But remember that you can't bypass the man. If you have outlived your leader, God doesn't talk to you except the leader. When it came to the Garden of Eden and there was sin in the garden, God comes every cool of the day to have worship not with Eve. He comes to worship with Adam. So when sin came into the garden, even though Eve, God saw Eve was the conduit by which sin came, God never addressed Eve without the knowledge of Adam. He still came to Adam. Adam, where are you? He didn't see Eve. Eve, what have you done? So I am proud of a woman who is rich. I am proud of a woman who is intelligent. I am proud of a woman who has what it takes. But let me tell you, it is better for you to still be a wife, not a husband, because you have. That's my point. And because of that, we are making other women. And I made it. Well, met me if you are and say met me high down, met me if you are and say met me try and collect any fees. Met children and say never teach a man a lesson because you can pay the fees of his children. That's foolishness. That as I'm sitting here, I divorce my wife, and then she goes with the children to go and pay their fees to prove to me that she can take care of them. Says who? No, says who? When I divorce her, I should be able to still pay for the fees and let me feel it. When a man is paying child support, it is a reminder of his responsibility. It's not punishment. Well, who is there? Yeah, I thought, okay, let me hear you speaking.
Oh, okay. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I didn't join in early.
All right.
Quite late. Not to the party. But you said it to a counselor. Sometimes the ladies, they just don't get the whole point.
Okay.
They just don't get. Today I was telling a friend, she was complaining and me, our own continuous and my dad and my family. I was saying that you have no idea how good it feels to, be sleeping with a PhD holder, She was just laughing. So I just love that point to be, sleeping with the CEO and all that. Because that is what people don't get. But at home, regardless of your status, you still have to be a wife. That is what most of the ladies. And I just wrote it down there that, however, the ladies are part of the problem because most of them, some friends that I have in school, they get to a level and they want to actually rub shoulders with the man. You disrespect him in a funny way, let him feel like, even if he's not available or he's not around, they can still survive without them and all that. Like planning and plotting kind of stuff. When these kind of ladies meet, they set up a group and they start having such discussions and all that. That is the issue at hand. Because men, we have ego. We have ego. We don't care who you are. We still want you to submit, regardless.
That's it.
We have ego. And,
that's it.
And the ladies don't get it.
That's it.
I have some bosses at the office, and I just love the way they humble themselves to their husband. Because looking at them and where they are, some of them are actually the ones taking care of the home, paying everything and everything. But when you see them with their husbands, you visit them, and it's just beautiful. How they humble, sometimes the husbands command them around, talk to them like they are the kids and all that. Meanwhile, these men are not actually there. The ladies are the one up there and they are, below them. But these women put their wifely duties first. They make sure at home they are the wives, regardless.
That's all.
That is what the ladies don't get. Sometimes when they are telling the story, they make it seem like men are like this and men like that. Yes, you have to. Some men are at fault. We are not actually disputing the fact that some men are actually disgracing the gender and all that.
That's true.
Women are to blame. They are also to be blamed because you give them a little power and they want to actually cross boundaries. A wife should always be a wife, regardless. A wife should always be a wife. It doesn't matter where you find yourself. Even if you're a president, you should still be a wife.
Okay. So you see, so that is where, so my class preferred things that we are debating for the talk. But our topic is that why are women not having the boldness to walk out of bad marriages? And is it because they want to be financially sound before? That's where that is a class rep. That is where this conversation came in. Because my last lady said the most important thing is that you should be prepared financially to take care of the children so you can leave the relationship. And that's where we are. That you are dying and quality. And I baby I do say and misika 7 year and I mean ya de medi and I'm calling me more qua everybody send home di menene what nice say I make or find or hide. I don't understand why we have a house together. And at the verge of divorce, your expectation is to leave the house for the man. Says who? Which law? And that is why you are being maltreated. So she thinks, why are people finding it difficult to leave marriages? What is the reason? Is it because they are afraid? Is it because they feel ashamed? Is it pride? Is it they feel they are sinning against God? Is it because they think that they are losing a particular investment they have done together? Or what? That is our topic.
Counselor, the whole thing is society. They are afraid of what people think, say, like you said, that is the fear. It is just society. Women care about what others think, what others say, my church, how people will see me and all that. So they rather keep quiet and suffer. They will rather keep quiet and suffer. There's no other excuse. Don't mind them. It is about society, what people think and say about them. That is all that matters to them. That is all that matters to them, Counselor. No long and short back and forth on this. That is society. So they want to please society.
And what about men who are refusing to go and divorce women? What about the men? It's not just about the women.
Oh, okay, Counselor. Men actually don't divorce. We just move on. We add. You can be there crying and we come and add another one. Counselor, we don't have time to divorce.
Why?
It's always the women that bring the papers first. Okay, so let me say, maybe in Africa, let me say that, but in the West, I'm sure because of the system and the laws, and all that, you have to divorce and move on, else you'll be sued and all that. But here in Africa, we don't have your time. We just
but let me bring this to your notice. If you have a sister whose husband will wake up in the morning and will tell her that person will worry with you, I don't want to marry you again. So my injawa there see a my ready. Then he comes to repeat it and goes further to go and leave a drink with your family. And you are saying men don't leave. When a man is doing this to your sister, what would be your advice?
Counselor, I think there's more to that.
Which is
because no one marries the enemy. You can't just wake up one day and be like, I don't want to marry again.
I don't believe this. I don't believe this statement. I've worked too much to believe that some people deliberately marry their enemies to punish them. I'm telling you this.
Okay.
So that statement, no, be aware in the town for it's not true. I've met men who have married. This car can a man say, Mimi Shiana in Peno. Nana me huna achim no boa me. Na be ni den. Wo don sa kwhye jatanu. Wo don sa kwhye jatanu. Me na me timbe bi me huna achire me. There are practical examples of a young lady who is flaunting a certain guy on social media after a big wedding that she sponsored in this country. Ghana, sorry. In Ghana. The man has never spoken before. because he has been told not to speak. He was invited, say, maybe I do no, mami waro, na boa, na me nyama. You get where I'm coming from? So, and the guy went to tell friends, yeah, no monsa. Hey, why you tell you? And the boy didn't say, watching out with Dubai, watching out with Afghanistan, watching out with Ukraine, watching out with Kosi, and who feel listen, or say, Massa, Ukraine, I mean, we know one, me who the minya makoma, but metra, sir, may boy me who, namako. Any time for our
but you see, I think this situation is different because, like, you know, the people see there can be a gun pointed to your head. People find themselves in certain situations. This one is not marriage. This one is like, let me say.
But we see them married. We see them married. So you can't say nobody married their enemy. People are married to their enemies. How do you look at the face of a woman and tell the woman, say, hey, how can you say this to somebody's daughter? Oh, God.
That is a spiritual problem.
If you can't lead them, confuse them. Obi Jimmy and say, hey, a spiritual problem. Hey, Anita, can be me uncle. Let me read the messages so that Anita can contribute. So BB says that if you live, he can come and see the children wherever you are, or better still, you leave the children for him and come and see them whenever you want. BB say live to live. So live to live. Exactly, tell them, force the men to take care of the children. It is a must. Yes, it is my responsibility to take care of my children. Some women don't give the men access to the children because they are in pain, and they are in pain. They need to stop that thing. Let them go through counseling. That's why I said that before divorce, go through counseling. After divorce, go through counseling. Thank you. That is foolishness, counselor. This comes from BB. And you are right, counselor. Whatever I said, I didn't read your message early. So let me say, Anita, I see you are here. Annie, you want to say something with us? Why are women not having the courage to leave marriages, and they are making excuses to live in bad marriages? What do you think is the reason? Is it fear? Is it pride? Is it shame? Is it sin? Is it because they have done some investment? Or what? What do you think is the reason?
Oh, yes. Hello. It is all combined in some cases. In some situations, they don't just have money. They are not financially independent. Most cases, anyway.
Can you explain that one?
In other, oh yeah. So
explain to me.
In other aspects, yeah, I will explain it. Okay. In other aspects, they think of what society would say the stigma with divorcees and all that, and then on the other hand, also the time you've committed into the marriage, the resources and all that, they feel so since there are kids, let me just keep managing, and then they stay in that till maybe something happens, and maybe one of them abuses the other, and stuff like that. So it happens. So now on the independent thing, financial independence, I mean, when a woman has her own money or is working, when things like this happen, maybe if the man says he wants a divorce, first thing in mind, maybe she would beg and all that. But I mean, if he insists, if it's a woman that has money, first thing she would think about is, okay, maybe I have to move out, or maybe the man will move out and leave her with the kids in that particular house. First thing she would think of is, how would I survive feeding and all that? If a woman is able to do that, she would divorce the man. But most cases, our women are not able to. She either isn't working, she lives solely on the money the husband gives, the chop money. She doesn't have a job. She doesn't have a skill. These things. So they are kind of, left no option than to stay. And some of those people also, maybe they have family members who could help, but they feel say, oh, why are you leaving the marriage? You stayed till now, I feel now all this while, you know, if he says he's leaving now, let's go and beg him and see. Some in-laws will come and beg, blah, blah, blah. Maybe if the man doesn't agree, then before they would, you know, accept. But most times they don't like it, except maybe in extreme cases of domestic violence and all that. But typical African family wouldn't readily accept when a man says maybe he's divorcing their daughter. They want to know why, you know, beg and see if they could talk it out, and if nothing happens, then they accept. But on a good day, if a woman has money, I am telling you, she won't think twice about it. And she will tell you, where are the papers? Let me sign. So, yes, that is it.
Anita, why are we reducing the pain, the agony, the shame of a woman to empowerment of resources? Why? Why are we saying that because you don't have what it takes, let's go and beg him for you to stay? God never created anybody without resources. Every human being is a finished product. Listen to me. There are women that we see them. We don't have desire to have sex with them. We don't desire to have them in our bed. But we see their appearance and we dash them money. It's not for a man. God knows why he gave you what to attract. So why would you live in a marriage, beg a man who has taken a decision to divorce you? My painful thing is, you've not committed any crime. Even if you have committed a crime, why should a delegation go and sit with a man who says, meaning the bar many swa you who come so worry be to say mean to me. The man tells you all these things, and we take a delegation, sit with him to beg him because our daughter is poor. Beg him because our daughter cannot afford. Beg him because our daughter cannot rent. Is that what we're talking about?
It is what it is. Poverty is you know, it's a bastard, they say.
No, which woman is poor? Annie, please. There is no poor woman. There is no poor woman on earth.
Oh yes, there is no poor woman.
They are poor men. They are poor men. No, they are poor men. Well, but there is no poor woman. Because every woman can make it. I'm telling you, I have walked to a restaurant, me personally, to buy food. I budgeted to buy food for myself. I walk to the restaurant. I just meet this girl whose dressing and smell catches me up. And I say, well, do you have any sin? Then I pay for her food. 60 Ghana cedis.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know her, but her appearance. Do you know what I'm talking about? So there is something about every woman that you should not lose it in a bad marriage.
Of course, absolutely.
So I am not. I feel pissed off.
So long, you lose yourself.
So good. So I am pissed off. So I am pissed off when you keep telling the woman, "Baby, yeah, unya bibi ya, on when you want from." Listen to me. Yesterday, there was a lady here. Abner Chase came and said,
no. The PBBA isn't like if you misbehave, you will misbehave. No. Women,
Anita,
managers, and their husbands misbehave.
Anita, you don't let me finish my point. What I'm saying is that, like you said in your narration, a woman who doesn't have what it takes will stay in a bad marriage. Yeah. And I'm saying that every woman has what it takes. I will prefer that you leave a bad marriage and go and do prostitution. I'm telling you. Me, I prefer that.
Yeah, but how many people?
I will prefer you leave a bad marriage and do a shower. It's better.
How many women can? A typical African woman can.
No, which woman cannot do a shower? Anita, which woman cannot do a shower? Come in, my sister.
Okay, thank you. You see, I'll take my mother for example. When she got married to my dad, according to her, a whole lot of things were going on. She didn't know what to do, so she informed her daddy, and the daddy said, I don't have it, but because of what you're going through in that marriage, even if it's Gary that I can feed you with you and your children, come back home. So my grandfather brought us home, but my daddy didn't allow my mom to bring my elder sister. So I was the only person my mother brought. So she gathered a little money. She left my grandpa's place and came to the city. She hustled. She did something for herself and later on came for me. And now I can boldly say that because of that decision, I am in a good place now. My elder sister who couldn't, my elder sister that trust me, today she wished that and come then on because I'm in a better place. My mom is in a better place, and everybody around us is not suffering because of us. Everybody is happy, except my elder sister. And now, because my I did develop some kind of hatred between my mom and her. She's saying that because of that, I got a good education. I'm married with children, and she's not like that. And because of I'm at a time after them, but thank you, that time no oja minya no ko ma me papa no senka oye good enough and now of man propose ko ho no ko fa ne bana enka minim say enka me baby medru no even even ka me other sister no ono so ebetimi adru na obetra ho no ena enne ma bi mo ho mo ntimi ndi go say omu kunu no because almost say they've wasted so much time with the man. Maybe they've helped their man, and I say, yeah, because society will talk about them or society will frown about the decision they are making. Meanwhile, if you are good enough and you come out from that marriage, you'll be successful. You'll be able to do something good for yourself, even if you are not working. I'm married, but my psyche me who say, "Be a bit me show my wife." I've psyched myself. It can be divorce, it can be death, it can be anything, even anything at all. So my psyche me who say, whatever comes, I should be able to stand on my ground and defend myself and my children. And yeah, man, be a power when money be a photo bear man. And you say, I did to a divorce neighbor. After the Obeshana for baby 3 morning, I'm a bonten basa. Ubehuna no way, yes, no, I said before, say, or coin, or the Hunina our relatives are not bear man. Intino made them a future cacrani said, say, oh, your banner worry and now power more. Type yourself, what 2 things said, anything at all can happen. And from so was sika and now Nisika, so when you say, and now when you say, anything at all, everything but our real. I was saying anytime we are all finding idea and idea we are who is a dog our real and as a bema and a quack who ain't true baby, even if you have children. Thank you.
Well, Vic, thank you. I'll come, but Vic want to share something. Vic, let me hear you. Yes. Vic, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I wanted to contribute, but
so go ahead, Vic. Vic, go ahead. Vic.
Okay. You've actually been saying all the things that our women should be saying or should be answering you with. You actually have been bringing it's true. You know that if you're in marriage, not say I didn't me tell me my baby or me papa to get house because at the end of the day, me my me papa let me take our recruitment. We should start in a way. I will blame society, culture, and ourselves. You yourself. Yeah, number one to blame because we put in these certain things on ourselves. Yes, to come out. We all wish that you go in there and you stay forever. Not fine. Say, that is the notion I would call it. So, you know, but if for some reason, be there, then can be there, be to the car and I like the points that I like that part very well. Obi, I not just on your you know, so it's there when we say that nonsense. No, I'm glad you mentioned it. Actually, Obi, I not dream past and you go in penal, so because of the mania. And so when the time comes, nothing's are happening, and I shouldn't be thinking of the society back at the church back at the mom and papa back at the show yourself. Men cancel when you see answer. Hey, and this 2 years now when you see counselor, then you are sitting there and we are killing you. In your death, are you going to get the money and come back and take off your kids? Let's come on. There are certain things in marriage, and then media always say the man has made certain things okay. Young man, you be okay. Our brother Bible can't say, it's okay. So outside of marriage, talk about or something. Yet the Roman say, and then you come mass them how so either way, it shouldn't be accepted. Maybe it shouldn't be accepted. But we are making us, and as a society now accept media, I am not accepting it. Say okay, so we couldn't quite want to go for Obama. It's Ukwachitia, Yanto was here, or Bepia Crocrono. Forget that.
And do Chitia then Abe?
Counselor, me personally, the way my man is, it is one first time I will forgive. Me personally. But second time, and you're not, I need to help you go so that you can do what you actually want to do. Me personally. Yes, counselor, I will. I will because I never did set me yes, I never did. War and just something bad to myself or even my kids. I feel my because I want now
and then Abaya 29 of Fremia Nikunu Omosha Wadi Arsenal Oba Wadi Muna Odim said Beman Oba but Omoware ya or Wari no 23. And tomorrow, na could be bass on in Oba. Beman is your called national service. I bay a car, and I'm going DNA, Ampa, Abafani and India. And no so Musa, and Tina said Beman Oba Penny, and Chebian on the Benyamir. Tam on Onyemi or young hair, no Baba Kunsa San woman, never pacho. Ye Cassay, or see a nap. And nap, while framing line is and Konoko Facebook. I know who said, "Oh, to me, frame direct." No man of friend, what's up? Eddie, come on, 30 minutes, sir. The third child, about.
Oh, come on, counselor. Now, said, bear money to no mammy, and I knew you are banning the year now, and think but some of my mothers will sit here and say, "Oh, so we are now retired." Some of my pastors, some of my own Christian and traditional and Islamic people, because they are ready, but hammy and mammy tetia, and to me, Nippon, why not just say a brownie or before? Our real so one part, I don't know one free. No, our titty would be like that. Why? Why should it be like that?
Just see the Kwalami and Sampen Abba.
Counselor, don't let me laugh. Don't let me laugh. I'm wild. Well, it's not right. I know one, I need 2, 3. Obane and then Oba Ayabi. When they come and bogus me bogussy, we will come home and you bet checking and uncle and your media. We the bomb. Oh, your bomb to go about it. I think when it comes to the man, we make it look like you need a part on chain. Oh, that's where the just let a woman do it. Ma obi only the best shit on the one ye.
There's a man to dim. The air say a man to dim. And a young. The a ma koya and say wound to dim. And to what could dear beniquity. Now the Obama tune can any dim. I clear say a friend forgive me a friend papo. And you smile and I didn't call you.
It will go very well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Obaba, me too. Yes. Yanko, Adentina man is so major. Obaba, me too. What is the reason? Is it fear? Is it pride? Is it shame? Is it sin? Is it because of a joint property they have made together? What is the reason why people they can't take the boldness? Bema catch us a huye minyai. Mimpese me hu ofia bio. Me no di nkomo sem be se jawa de. Adenti. Obi bie na no catch your baby say. So him say dia me di we do ti say ashawo. And to we are Bob. What's it?
Now what's the order again?
And me bisa.
Why will you still stay?
Say Berman say yen jawa de no oba no say onye hwe na ohun say yesunsun ade na ha bebe nti o de akompaibo No. You're going to the check. Na say juma na me and say juma na me ye hu bebe ye di ma say mo nya mbekum hu. May I no credit and make catch on no.
There's a reason some of you have these jobs. Some of us I can't. I will tell you. You wouldn't say in society.
Sir. Society na then.
Yeah, maybe wouldn't say in society no. And false hope. False hope to come. Sometimes I have to say ye.
Now say people say over there ye. If you want to know ye, it happened to you. Then they see it.
When you give yourself that false hope, the more you give that hope, the more things get worse. What am I saying? My husband, fortunately for me, also unfortunately for me, he was the first man in my life.
Oh, virginity. We're breaking.
Yes. Breaking twins, 2 girls.
Wow.
Hello, 2 quine. Now quite to say one question about from. False hope you know. At that time, I could have taken that bold decision. And so, after I met a Ghana, it's at the point that I maybe accept it. Say, maybe
we're Ghana wife.
The impulse I want now when you will be now or any papa open it to one. It is better since they only the Nixon or you be able to open until Passanti. No, me, at the point I accepted it.
Okay.
To me, the Ghana or my husband, or also, I mean, say, or you be there.
Okay.
It may be accepted. False hope, they know.
And you have false hope.
Yeah, quiet, betu quiet, and betu quiet on China, betu quiet, and to me, uncle. One day, where? Me 2 girls from no alcohol. It's one day, not be pray, Penny, no, I'm saying. As I know, I was stressed, I'm saying, and then I was saying, also, that down for me. Me no, you're not a phone to say, but and then you want to say. And I'm saying, that for Beno Body, or Body, who say, I am a former girlfriend that I mean, minimum.
Our Ghana.
And I'm saying, oh, Ghana.
No, I'll probably
into a video. I live in London, and what in London, how about me to US?
Wow.
Yes. Meanwhile, so Lani Pana, me say. Meaning so any honor to hold. But yes, the permit say they care job was there for 3 weeks. Ain't you know? Obama for to land in about. Counselor,
yeah.
Could you believe, say? Could you believe, say? There or no, I can't share Obama say. Only me made away for 2 years. Meanwhile, no film in Temple US need this 6 months.
Sir?
Why I like it say I can't share Obama say. Yes, it's true. I was just about to say that. That's coming out. Papa Nikacho and Yanokre. Menon the Woho. Be in the middle. One went to me.
Yeah.
It's something a boy, officer may man say, or if I move you, Ghana for US, less than 3 months, or buy half and a note. I'm telling you, did not call rock with a man or more than one, too, or buy any fee as a family. And all family free. Maybe husband will say, well, you're still within years, and I will come on a woman who's only the child. Also, many more, many, also,
one cast away. One cast away.
At that moment, now one can no confirm me say I am passe.
The marriage is no more.
I am passe Majawa when I'm so okay then. Me to Major Kawan was so Ghana, or Brammy me or me my Junimono, or what Junimono, what the Majawa reads, that's it. And I quit.
No.
From that time.
No, hold on. Your husband spoke to you on phone and says he's no more, you are no more the wife. In front of another lady. He has divorced you.
He has left me like 2 years ago.
Once he left you just 6 months. And your marriage was civil marriage. Was your marriage a civil marriage in court?
Yes.
And your husband just.
I was a wedded wife.
And your husband just told.
You see what I said?
Hold on. And your husband, Obapa, your husband just said that. And how many years now? You people, is it about 2 weeks?
We were married for 15 years.
Eh?
15 years.
Hold on. I'm coming. When your husband came for your twins, how old were the children? Obaba, 13 years.
They were 13.
And your husband took a phone in front of an old girlfriend and said you are no more the wife by phone.
No. When my girl told me that the lady was in the house.
Yes.
I called the lady.
So I'm saying that it was on phone that your husband told you in front of the lady that you are not his wife.
Yes.
Until today, you still not be his wife.
No.
Hey.
Are you saying that after he spoke on the phone, after denying you on the phone, that was when you now stop being the wife and I said like when I would or like said you are separated. The process of divorce. I went through divorce. I went through divorce process. Okay. So immediately he said that that was when you initiated the divorce, or I want to get that right. Yes.
So hold on.
I was the one who initiated the divorce.
So, Obapa.
Okay.
Obapa, your conversation was that there was something called false hope. So your false hope is what you is that what you get? So until today, when you were going through the divorce, your husband didn't say Mekedi Diagro or something like that.
No, never. Even my father, when I told my father that I think it's enough, my father called him and asked him that this is what your wife is saying. What are you saying? And he said, she can go ahead and do whatever she wants to do. Ayaka.
Wow. Interesting.
After 15 years of marriage.
Wow. 15 good years. Sorry, Obama, sorry.
You know, tomorrow.
Sorry.
So, denied that day now. When he denied that day in the Abuja, no, say he didn't call you again, right?
I see the papa Fred Bisano no confirm me say I uncle so no jawa there now. I need to the occurrence.
No, because I
want to believe it. I need a person of GD.
Most sorry, I must be what. That must be why in the town for. And two catches will be why in the town for.
So I tell more than 5 years ago.
Oh, 15 years. That's what she's saying.
Because old girlfriend, because the old girlfriend is denying like in front of you, like denying like.
Now watch it here. Obapa made a statement that I want us to learn from. She said, when he said he had a wife in the US, she accepted it. Said, maybe a Ghana wife, US wife. She accepted it. Let peace remain. Meantime, Ghana. Now, on time, you don't know. And Tiatiha, Yanimba, Tiha, in the Idum Tigan, Omotiasia. Omo Frey and one line, Omo Frey will move our force into Queniho. But here is the case. Obifu fra samba. Yanko can say, I won't yam you view.
At a point, Council at a point, a mommy and son.
3 women.
That is kind of why I'm money in our house on 1 day. What? Are you serious? Wait. Did you sign in court? Did you sign yours in court, or Papa? Was yours signed in court?
Yes.
Oh yes. And the other thing, let me, and the people and the other paper court. Our day me, let me a video. Now me the
Anita, let me tell you something. As I'm sitting here right now in Ghana, I can go and marry again, and nobody will know. Do you know why?
That guy did it to Mercy Papa.
Oh, hold on, because listen. In Accra, for example, there is Lekma, there is AME, there is in Sawam, there is Tema. All the marriage data in Ghana, they don't crash. The system has not been migrated. So you can go and marry in Lekma, and take a marriage certificate, and go to AME and go and marry. When they do the search, you still be single.
Yeah, that's after that they have been saying it,
so you can marry 3 women. You can marry 3 women. No, I've been saying it every day. Obaba.
Mama high hot. Me me sister so no pass a comment in that. I never come me person in say me, I believe myself. 100% say Senka obi be wa we jaya enye me. Because I know say through me find say me counseling in your money maybe. Actually, between 6 and
Obaba.
Through my counseling.
Obaba. What do you mean?
Counseling.
Wow, Obaba.
Metonka.
I think Obaba. Call nearby it. Was it through counseling?
The girls in the balcony. Italy themselves on their framing.
What? Catch a sombra line. Now they need break us.
Benjamin, what did say? I have the gift of counseling.
Okay.
I'm in instant comfort, trust me. Trust me. What am I saying? They listen to my advice and meaning through my advice to some couples. I can say, it's me at your mama. That is why I make us say, Sanya Mande Tati, where I'm making, and no, yet the first time.
This is the first time. And your first marriage. Why I said 3 times already?
And no. That's my only marriage, and as of now, the only marriage I know.
Hey, and the virgin no breaking virginity. I will twins, no.
No. I only have the 2 girls. That's all.
Wow.
Ochina, you were discussing remarrying after divorce, but the American said, "Hey, I'm moving." Said, "We are virgin here. Why didn't you go another?"
No.
Because now Vic is a virgin.
When some enemy you see it against you, but they won't pay. If I told you, at the end of I won't pay, but you bet me. But I remember Uchi, so Uchi, you will be tested. I'm a quite new Mokrampona, it's me, meal. But I won't pass. At the point, you will be wouldn't be there, the little business and no one will be here. Who bet me the ama, whatever, I bet me affect to make me affect to, but what I must say.
Matthias, maybe that's a move.
At a point, I have to beg my husband and if I would show. Would you tell them for looking up to me? And you know, divorce, no man, I don't want to go. If I make a choice, sometimes I am there. A junior, society, no.
Because you saw yourself as a counselor, you wanted to stay in the bad marriage to paint a picture that all is well.
No. That was what Mekacha was saying. It's me after point time who said, I just said, it is done. I just said it is done. And because it is done, nobody who convinced me say I should stay in it. If I what I say. But now they made me now I was me take that decision. But at the point, can be taking that decision way earlier.
Thank you. Thank you. So my issue is that you have divorced today, but you realize that you delayed in divorcing. You kept too long because of fear, because of stigma, because of shame, because of what they will say, because of sin.
Exactly. And you know one funny thing. You know some funny thing about me right now. People around me doesn't know my marital status now.
What are you saying? Now,
don't know.
How many years now since you got divorced?
6 years.
Are you still wearing the ring?
No.
So why people don't know your marital status?
They respect her enough.
Why? Are you not happy you are divorced?
Then you are in denial. You are not guilty. You really.
No, Anita, wait. Anita, wait. She's not in denial. Anita, wait. Are you not happy? Are you not happy you are divorced?
I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy.
Are you happy you are divorced?
Very happy.
So why are you not vocal?
Yes, I am.
Why are you not vocal about your status? Who are you pleasing?
No, I'm not pleasing anybody.
But
for now,
it's been 6 years.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's been 6 years.
You are waiting the man who will come back.
Mm-hmm. I'm not ready to remarry. For now.
For 6 years?
And two. Yes, and two. I didn't say. To be fair, so be or no person worry. Now, my no matter be anti or that puts home. Fine, though, yeah, my air cost mano. So, who says this is what has happened to me? Pain or begging.
So are you living for somebody? That is why you are not able to articulate your divorce status?
No.
Or people look at
those who need to know.
Or people look at you, so you can't tell them. You are telling them marriage is sweet.
Nobody is asking about my marriage now.
Why? So
Mimi too say I don't have to go around telling people I'm not married now. I'm
why?
Divorced, blah, blah,
No,
blah.
why? What is the reason?
When you want to know, you get to know.
No, why is it that everybody knows you are married and they know your husband was in the state, you have 2 kids, and now the marriage is no more there, but you are not bold enough
they still know my husband is. They know my husband is still at the state, in the state.
So it means that you are living in a state of deceiving the public that you are still a wife, just to please yourself.
No. Counselor, what I'm saying is that obey me. Now person who be state, you will know.
Matthias here.
Go around telling people.
No, there be what dear Matthias you. But I'm saying, say, for what you have experienced, you see what you have experienced, and now you can say, if you know what you are doing to help a certain girl somewhere, you will know. You'll be shocked that you are affecting 21K people who have liked what you're saying. You'll be shocked that there are more than 100,000 people on Facebook who are in the same situation, but the boldness to go for divorce has become difficult. Now that you can't articulate your decision, is it like a regret leaving, or you are hoping your husband will come back to marry you?
No. But I was bold. At no point now, me feel say I was saying me come. Nobody was able to stop me.
So when are you getting married?
What am I saying?
When are you getting married?
I don't know.
Will you get married?
I don't know.
Have you ever gone for counseling before divorce?
Before or after?
Before the divorce, did you go for counseling?
Are you asking before or after?
Before the divorce, did you go for counseling?
Before or after?
Before.
Hello?
Before.
Counselor.
I'm coming. Before. Obapa, before the divorce, did you go for counseling?
No.
During the divorce, did you go for counseling? Obapa,
No, I didn't.
and after the divorce, have you gone for counseling?
After, no.
So, Obapa, take my number, 862 571 3950. 862 571 3950. Obapa. It was screening, so but mommy, there are too many reasons why people go through divorce, and I'll tell you some of the causes of divorce. Death could be one. Decision was made boldly by Obapa, but for 6 years, Obapa is still single. especially Obapa, is it like
very happy?
Obapa, are you happy?
I'm happy, very, very.
And you don't want to marry again?
I haven't thought of that.
After 6 years?
Counselor, I'm very happy.
Hey, so Obapa, you don't know sex is sweet like that? Hey, Vic.
I know.
And you're okay?
I know.
And for 6 years, no sex?
Counselor, I'm happy, pal. I have a peace of mind.
Abna chewa elate yeah pon. Well, thank you very much. Abna wa elate pa yeah pon no aban.
Counselor, I kept monitoring
We are here since 5:30. Debbie, you will have it 5:30 Abna. Debbie, you will have it 5:30. You have to come up. Yeah,
5:30.
Yeah, what? Na say what check? Enkuma ye di nkuma masisi oba pa ma ye hu say on power le o twa nyame ni be ware Yesu Kristo.
Debbie, me counselor, me worry Yesu Kristo bia. Me worry obia.
Oba pa untimi ntra ho say.
Me worry Yesu Kristo bia, I'm happy.
Oba pa minjindi.
I'm happy.
Oba pa no, you need to marry. What's what you talking about?
Sure.
Oba pa, how old are you?
Counselor.
Oba pa, are you 60 years?
No.
Is it like you are still in love with your ex-husband? But you are, Oba pa, you are a young girl.
Counselor, I'm late. Can I come in?
Yes.
I'm not young, though. I'm getting my 50.
Oba pa, you can't 6 years. You can't. Somebody must manage this machine. Jadi okay, ka or mama.
Counselor, please, can I come in?
Come in, Oba pa, take my number. We need to help you out because you have 2 daughters.
Counselor, I take your number too.
Go
Can
ahead.
I come in?
Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Oh, good evening, our honorable counselor, Pastor Counselor. God bless you.
Bless you too.
Counselor, who are you? Me,
And one of me, you. What's the meaning of that? Now, man, send it out to screen so.
Oh, okay, that you leave it. You leave it. Since you can't do it, leave it. Let's forget. Okay, too.
Where is she?
Sweet. Sweet lady.
Waba.
Oh, sweet Wabaha. Oh, nice sister.
Waba, let's see you. Hey.
Oh, nice sister. Hey, Ocean is so fine.
Hey, Obapa.
Sweet. Oh, oh, sweet bow. Oh, you so cast away there. All right, my man.
Obapa, yate.
Cancer out there, China, what wouldn't I away? Why not? Maybe some question.
What?
Cancer, me patcho. Maybe I'm a ballet, but Miss. Oh, Papa, yeah, you can go up. Thank you.
Me too, Rana.
Okay, now, Cancer, my question is say, Miss, I am woman a Quajawari.
Why am I to say that?
Said, Bema and a cofa ban, I say, ban a cofa Bema.
Obane kofaba. Bema ne kofaba kafra.
Okay, now me patchona is a Bema na kofa oba and kwaji one man was semino cobobra. Me patchona you obi tumu one in the bone summer.
Macho aini.
Near and the baby. And the cancer me patcho so worry. Nasa who say nipa no or son and now can say be Amos, I think 3:2.
3, 2, and 3. Chapter 2, Amos chapter 3, verse 2 and 3.
Two all together and said they agree. It is pastor pastor. It is some pacho or worry bema anaba. Nasa one and I junior. Me pacho, a yes, I'll bet now a remuno. Now what crowd now where jam crana say yes, say, will be free sour reno.
Yes, so be sour. So how can two walk together? One, there's no agreement, there should be dissolution. Yes, so we fear our dealing. Now what now say? Ashen Yankupan Union. Send your bet now at the end of a washable salon union.
Okay. And I can't some patcho me dancing a Misha. Na me patcho. Say be our rear son. When ya quenya so wafa no mamupa. Na so when ya quenya free wa call for her. Men per se, you know, Sumebo Tinifi says, Siano, Abrofo no more ye, no master, no more Fabidia, Aquatia in Chimafono. And see, aha, and say, I am per se, Macasses, and I'm way so now, Mautu, and I'm way soon about 2 months. Now say, Ebia unkra will move. Unkra wom to no or bata wo manupo, and yenya mea kawufrimu. Nasa sabe mano, wako walu nasa sabe. Oba no nya kwadwefo won fa school ho awakọ wo ebia wo ne training no force po no ono kira de so no odidwa nti wa sade na chill nti sa wotu wo no wanya we anya wo betuma ye we na sa wo ko mu no wo se nipa no bible si be ma obema osaso boafo ene se wo be ma no wo ye bibio na oba no beboa mu wako anim na wo ko ya wa hwe why the prayer I like to say anyway.
Me ba choko why, Kafra.
Me pa chok you koye no na wo de wonim say bia unyame som nti wo menya obi a me ne bebo bra sen wiase ni na bia wo kofa no onkita adwuma bia oba no wotum de pressure machine e de moringa mpo de ko achi na wotum kotone ne amasi abonten na ewia mpo show na say wow wo bi ehun umobo aba ekruya ye nyina ya baso ye ufika na wo ba eyi akokofo we no wo hu se me yesi na me de boa me hu ni paya ebe boa no aboa nkora no aboa wo be me na afi bi bia so wo ba no na afi mboa bi kodi se bia wo hu kani no be omo be boa kakra na wo so de aba na se nipa no otumu kase okoji ade na okase mumfa nsum na onfa konkwa na me pache na opache se
me tin komana se pa na me pe umpanyi sema nkoma awudi no me de pa nokra ne se e bia wo kwa akotu kwan yi ye hia sika titru bi na nipa ne se yemfa embo obosia ukoye adwuma na wo betua na je se onfa ne ho nhye akwantuo no mu kra bi anya kowo sa na awudi no
debut sebia unso obano ebia kwanto ebeba no so na ve onware na osemenko ebi obana hu bibi nti osemenko na me de menemi kunu no betna ne abobra
Matias ya
fe wo ade a wo wani da so sebia wo kofa na waboa nipa kro no nyesa na nipa no so dwen na se ayi na sana babiem sebra enti won pese bia ebe ye heja nti ebia be ma no kofo no eboa wo omuboa wan sidin pa omuboa na fe wo chese wo hu be ma no kwache fi ne krofo na se be ma no tun kache ne krofo no mu bisa se tie fama wo ye no nko no tun kache omo se mo fa nsum no ma no nkwa no pa chese
se no pese o jawa wale na otu kwai
aha na se me pacho no me pia beba sa na hu se ba wo ba ye no wo boa nkura no na sa nipa no tumo from mo waba so no ofre wa sabe bia wo ne no kwa wampoma na
when who draws, and so when you did a worry. Now say, sign panel to a from a do a tem, no or can some establish a cray musana a tear. Now so no to more about so me why so now oh boy no I won't crano. Eh ye no money at
Mammy Martin Comanasi, Odi Watema. Dina temni bi na wade no ja wanse na akọ osumu ase na akọ edi watema dina temni bi memma onka o kase bon hye wo yam memma omma unya koma boni enkwale yi na wo kobre na ahwe wo na kai se o wale wo a o ko se ebusuafo nsum enti na chese awade ja ye bayanse na wutu kwa enti onye wukunu bio ananye sa oye nkwala ne papa ananye sa
me pa choi te basano. Well, no, they now not at the cancer. Who say, me, my young, very careful. Who know about what negative now can. Bible saying, quite away a catamano. Now, no me so away a cataman to walk as I think twice. And yes, I some not a bow when I now walk. If you say, well, no, my son, they say do for. Maybe I will know about to a man, Yami boy, say, ye were a compassion. Ya usani esi egu yensana ye defa ye funu nyame de sa ade ne hye mu se na be ya ye betum ahwe nkura na ye do mo bawiase no eni be ma no eni ni beba mo nchen nso mema bi mo ho a eya na me hu ade ana sebe wo mutim me de me sister pastors mo be ya mema no omo ko wanye esu kwa na chese mo hwe enye moje mu yare nkwa na chese mo hwe enye blood group nkwa na chese mo hwe mo hwe omuti pray no eya mo hwe nka ho so ho eya mo hwe brain no so nka e bia na atọchi dada asana
Nana say have that power. Yenye brain evaluation enka. Abna
me wo case bi pa
frame ni edi komo frame
cancer me case na ha me ne say me no me ba ha no me ma no bibi ntime tuma form ama enti me ko oyafo ho sa boldness ndi me danyame ase cancer ma no mo so mu ye e wo nyame so mu boldness no me konkofo no ho
Facebook. I'm coming to you.
Na me say menya madie no menya ye ne eyi wa ebrochi omo eyi
me dey betin komo na si o dey mbesa me kan say na enkomo na ye di emwa wa misem betuma boa o enkwala yi baba me wo san hihye ne da o enti fanama no ne endi komo 862 571 3950 na for Ima on Facebook. Ima, let me hear you. Mati, let's hear Ima. Come and finish with the two Abnas, Abna Che and Abna Sugar, my class friend. Yanko, Ima. Ima is on Facebook. You're joining us. Ima, your voice is not coming. Check your mouthpiece. You've muted yourself, Ima.
Counselor.
Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay, may I say?
What's the reason why people fear to divorce? Is it fear? Is it shame? Is it pride? Oh, okay. Is it sin? Is it investment? Why are people not bold to walk out of bad marriages?
One sister, Ekasai, before we know. Nekasa my own say a fear because deceive not me pan say on person be accept the word like be deceive. Because Nkofo be look up to her. In no only who say or accept this or defeat like or deceive or mono. Or pet that word no, but okay. That's the truth.
Okay.
Because I didn't know, yeah, if I say, oh dear, you don't have to announce to people, say, Abia, why you divorce? But Obi nya bold, Ebe Busawa, and also catch and say, where divorce you no. Abia, you look forward to say, Bia, boy, for and I said, and the nyanship. They saw the catching pan say, or ring it show, anything where you are toward you, means say, who deceiving tina a fear and a cancer make us a woni paso. And I me per se me make us say dear beba me makasa me divorce my wife ASA me through public the omobe can family home. And I'm sorry I'm so the same thing just said ombesi akasa ho anase ombe yiwa firi omumu kra enti it takes me brother baako o class captain Kofi Eboa or my senior brother and oka say I should start listening to Councillor Dutrot ebeboa me many enti na ema if you na metie na me hu teachings na me hu say oh ebeboa enti ene man na me start follow enra me ntimi amba me ko adwuma me ba late enti no ene na me ma adwen say me banta me metimi aba be join the conversation no and I'm started here and so no nyamisha because I release a sort of stress be every me more like that fear no every ho nyamisha pa so
that's it. So that's Iman of collective FIFA.
UK Coventry.
Okay, so Emmanuel UK. He's also brought his point that at least the lecture has given him a little bit of boldness because the church has put a certain level of fear in him that even if he's supposed to live, he will not live. But now he's understood the balance that once it's not working, he can work out of it. Abna Che, is it fear? Is it fear? Is it pride? Is it shame? Because somebody like you. No, definitely it happens. No, somebody is here. Is here. It will go. So let's go. Let's go now. It's gone. So let's go. It will, when you come back, it will go. So Abnache is gone. Abna Sugar, class prefect. You've been quiet today on the line. You're busy. What's happening? Is it fear? What's the reason? Can you share with us? What's the reason?
I think it's fear. Na fear na yanka side na any panoso. It's a fear.
Is it fear of the unknown or fear of what?
Fear of the unknown and fear from society and family.
That what they will say.
Yeah, what the society will say. Maybe making any respect for society when everybody is looking up to you. Will be who fear as a perfect couple, as a perfect home. Now all of a sudden, I'm better say BB say, hey, send no more bedroom, say all along, son sister we cry, not BB say personal or what composing no like I know the.
So will you stay to die?
No, Daddy.
So what can be done to get rid of the fear?
I say teachings, anything I want here, which I dare, we fear ni na gradually ni fear never fear mu. When it is a bunny at tea and wants to say, I don't know why I was so far, but 2 points go back.
But my worry is that when people say fear, when a man can look at your face and say, you disgust me. When I see you, I feel nauseating. A man
who say, men easily react to situations, but in my take it time.
But you've not done anything.
Take it time.
It's different from you've done something. You've not done anything. You are being a wife, and your husband comes to tell you, you disgust me. I don't feel like this, like Obapa's husband, who spoke on phone, said, I'm Paminu Jai 2 years ago. Obebo feeling was 6 months. On in a while, 15 years. A Jan was telephone so. And for 6 years. And 6 years, almost to on one bio. Because on the first in Kuna, on the first person on any die virginity breaker. So fear to leave the marriage, but you've left and you can't tell people you have left. In Crawford, besides say Kawan was here, say me into a yin and crew a bruchiri.
No, she's living in denial.
So that is what Anita said, and Anita was right. But people are living in denial and believing that they've taken the right decision. So tomorrow we are talking about how to move, because some, they don't know. They say, where am I going to start? Am I going to start all over again? But yesterday you were here when somebody who has been in for 24 years said she's left.
Yeah.
So you think it's fear. Abna,
yeah.
You also believe it's fear, shame, because somebody like you, Abna Che, an award-winning media personality who just took an award in US, your name is shattering in Ghana. When they mention your name, there is trouble. When you pass, there's confusion. If you marry and it's not going well, Abna, you want to live and still come on TV?
Counselor, someone be kind to see our castle will be a fear near the mammy free this angle. Arena woman, oh, worry, ama society, no. Both family, no, Beman side or Barney side, no, ma be able to all right. But emotions now will go through, no. Any of the family need be go through that, and these are the questions I am necessarily desire. One casano so we show when you see our one. Even your regular and as your normal friendship, why you woman no company, yet then you know what done for me a friend, a baby, be a when you had it, definitely non to how do you resolve it? Move here, which me moving on and so that's no relationship. Ne suffocate you, ne kuna ube work it out. Now because say, one. If you want my na stigma no, to say the abu boss your society in the dear no more can not then that say what society now bet you pain I will go to say you walk and a bit me when my me more. Number for next.
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
And no and society in the bit yama and two.
And the pay obi catch him say ni kru say. So I catch some penny view and the eda on any down. Oh, who want to say a shower saw this car or see to say grow. I did channel, but see, he didn't charge for the sex.
We say, you know, as I said, what too many can't tell, and some money may repeat it will be money will say without one, you can live because when a man been on my own. What's me up to? That's a true replica of narcissist. What me up brainwashing banner and then we say without honor you can live. And all dear no. And you say with Timono and maybe no so honor my own counselor. Meet me a cassette a far baby and a fault to be free. I am not yet building a world around Beman.
But is it wrong?
Are you wrong?
Why?
No,
but building your world around a man doesn't mean you are not a human being.
No, and your baby or finding a self from without Beman. When say, hey, me kunui, ni dina ama menso ma yo bio, bia misike bio, anasi bia ne dimonyem bio.
Which is not a lie. Which may not be a lie, it could be true.
Say, you need to find yourself first. Build yourself. And you will you both that's what you want to make us so near. I've been a chain watching me.
But Abrachi watching ya walewa echo. Maremune kwa udale abna lutrotu. Na che watching ya go ahead.
Counselor, even if for crumbuna, some wabana. Intimidating yet lutrot and ameboa. Into a dana, you need to find yourself.
So, ain't Duncan Williams, you know. Our daily coup, you know, so pet Duncan Williams, you know, as I want you.
Well, and there we go again. Papa no nebo brana manana.
So, a dean, crown ding.
A deputy, and I may just say, a dean or two patches say, or nothing no food in the answer. Ne dina ko baby and
I said the empire samunya.
Oh, counselor, come on. So if indeed my men also any hard-working woman, you might and it being also on the didn't maintain a dinner make us a documentation, you know what they said dinner I so going back to change it, I am a difficult.
Oh, but the law is straight on it. Swear affidavit and any other document stamp. That one, it is easy.
It can be a bit devastating because let's be realistic.
Yes.
Now your Ghana near embassy normally at DA be on a governor just a dean governor. Almost me found frustrating. It will be on one.
So because of that,
that's another way say. But maybe back to it to say. So when you're bar, you need to find yourself. And no, there's nothing wrong with someone who are build the another.
No, so find yourself before marriage or find yourself doing marriage.
Also find yourself before, during, and after,
But people has found themselves before, and that is why they were able to sell their stores to make a man have a shop in East Legon, and now the man says it's not their class. The shop or one or the other Berman ya to be East Legon. Berman is a banning in the class.
I'm sorry to say it doesn't make sense. In as much as say, who play shop amakuno, Prema onso
on Sikana son.
Asa, into your non as I know mistakes na and I would mean walking out of the marriage.
So long investment.
And I only say shop no. And no, and you call Jesus over to me when you make us answer natural. To meet that. On him, Mammy Fa dear we say, and Mimi Mammy. I grew up on me home, Mammy saw me papa no worry. And according to my sisters, no, almost an was 6 months old. And I mean, Mammy, it jai me papa. And guess what? Me papa catch me, Mammy, no bay away. Na me papa, not papa feel same, I've grown and me Mammy. Ye 9. Recently, Yana Wanka said, me, Mammy, my sister paying every month. My mom, I can beat my chest as my mom single-handedly took care of 9 children. And your me, Mammy, me want to say, or tomatoes, or therefore, or cabin kuton, or me crumble ma, or no. Do you know, say, later, no, my dad became very bitter. Who can also pay you say, and I'm mammy, so jamming later now, or realizing who say, me, mammy, movie on. Me, mammy, ye ne juma, or shane ma, ye okay near the no. Miss Fede Jatuano. Left, right, center, backwards, and downwards, change the beer. My mom was like, you know what? I said, I'm done with you.
Wow.
My mom is 76 years. Wow, I rebuild.
Hey.
Yes. My mom was 6 months old. My mom is 76 years now. Wow, I rebuild. I'm from my papa crazy and what the film.
Well,
yes, and me mommy. Now more dignity. It's not me can't be back and say, oh, I've been on the other kind of sack, and yes, my dear, and yet easy, but a easy. So what's now pass we imagine send come me mammy, tia, and can you but oh take it that bold step on. And I want to say, and so meanwhile, my dad was doing a lot for name. Excuse me to say, ne side chicks normally are they, but me, mommy, I'm shooting in a honestly, ye be said the bear and my daughters, and you must have fear no. I say it to them. If indeed you say you bet me a build the bema, you be my bema, near the be a cast, oh, and me kuno, and always when your baby see and I say, sepi, and any pain you know was unkayano. Ebe jine who say, Oba we ya brama, meaning never been more on one. Or more yidi no, I'm sorry. Because of when you sacrifices or more, you know, I yet diama woman. So even if say, Obi cheating puna, or the
like counselor number 1.
I want on your own to turn a uniform.
Oba Mrs. Richard, I say, I'm sorry, answer, no, answer.
But remember to do sing.
Say, I told you, yes, I see what Jimmy.
But I say,
yes, so boy, you didn't know, sorry, I Jimmy for.
Baby, I'm so Sebian, baby, and a double piano. Say, baby, bonny, you didn't know, sorry. Also, the idea is Safatamano. Maybe Shabamana out to toy from a woman, Bema con Sebi. We sick and he said, there can be who say, the way in the Empo. Even so, what's
to my sister? God bless you.
And she made dear Miss Build yourself. Me, I will keep saying this. Build yourself. You want to put point to be said. Yeah. Me, me say me what else be no more to be put that up at us say what shit. Because and come better not now on me ye wasted and my tantaya. And yeah, this is happy when you why I read what should oh that's like so it's on the most serious note. Woman, you must say, regardless, who fire will be more. Mrs. One, we are by 1 year she now who was that toxic relationship and I said, woman work it out. Now must have fear and this near mano. A shower so. Day now will be free with that day now, Beman being over for years. It's not a joke.
So, Abner, I get you. Our time is up. And you see, a number late. But the credit said, we have to find a way to deal with the fear. If it's fear, because there's some investment that living for the man is so painful. And what you are saying is my problem. Most of you are encouraging that be oba bawa kum wa boso na be ma ejimi jawa fankwala no kwana kobre ana kire ne nyansa no hwe nkwala no ona media ha me no be ma ye jimi ni ho a ma me
you know called na child support ni ade na ukana
why can't we let him become responsible? Because I understand. But the fact is that the way? Is that the way?
No, counselor,
you see, most women are still there because when meaning Korani kwa yakotnahi yikodi den afina meko brahwe it mean boa me who can answer menko enam wani muno they get hurt, they get sick, they get weak. It's because of the fear. Because of the fear. And they are doing Abner, they are doing investment together. Almost be office together. Almost be factory together. Almost sit down together.
Nti wo kire say enti bema no one wo yesa na ma we nyina together no pay bi prepared I be na gore so we need other investment be wo genya enti dey na wo de no ade bi wo ho no let's be realistic enti wo ni account one kasa wo ni personal account
dey be on the koye den
what the enti say yensua say dey yankasa e be yankasa
oh say dey mo ba say awade no
say yensua
own
personal account.
Hey.
Even if one city in the demo, one to say what dear, and no just a way for
okay, I understand you. So let me tell you this funny story. And regularly, I always say that I want my wife's money to have my money inside. So my wife's account, she saves with EcoBank. So when I'm there, then I carry money and go and drop in their account. Then I'll be there and I'll say, hey, Yachinwe, thank you very much. So the people at the bank, I don't stay with EcoBank. So there's a branch when I enter. Once I enter there, then they'll just sit down, we are coming. Then they will take my wife detail and they will enter for me. One day, one of the managers called me and asked me, do you borrow money from your wife?
Really?
And I say, oh no. I think when I have some money at times, I feel like just coming to surprise her so that she will feel the pain in her account. Are you sure? Then I go to my bank. When I get to my bank, then the teller will call me. Counselor, we have fresh note. You know, one of the good things, my wife likes the smell of fresh notes. So once I enter into my bank, then they will call me at the last cubicle. Counselor, we have fresh notes for madam. They don't know my wife. And I said, when they can say, oh no, but madam likes fresh notes. They've not seen my wife before. But all of them have the mind that in my bank, my wife likes fresh notes. When I enter, they have gathered at times, they'll gather 1,000 or 2,000. Wife in Tibet. So every time, you see, I'm saying, sir, people say, don't build your wealth around me. Marriage is not forever. But like I keep saying every day, until divorce happens, I want to set a record in the life of my wife. That's me. No, I keep saying it. Until divorce happened between me and my wife, I want to set a record between me and her. I wanted to believe that every man is a good man. That's all. I just want my wife to believe that every man is a good man. So that if there's a divorce happening today, she should still be ready to look for a man who will have similar qualities like me. It's good to help. And look, I'm proud to say that most of the things I wear, my wife went to a shop to buy me clothing, and I took the name of the shop. Abna, when I went to the shop and I asked for the price of the dresses, I was shocked this woman bought me 6 dresses from the place, and it was, I was not able to buy 2. When the guy gave me the price, me say, and I make sure and say, wait, swear. And I look at, I say,
Wrong store. Cancer, you went to the wrong store.
I said, I was showing the pictures of what my wife bought for me, and he was giving me the prices, and I was like, what? I wanted to buy more for myself because I saw the name in the dress. When I went there, I was only able to buy 1.
She was able to buy 6.
She bought me 6. And if those who are on my Facebook, if my wife is buying, is sewing, the things I wear, it's from her. Mami ko pama dia mami ashe dia bed TV so anami be pia ma sorry atade oto a. Onto one shirt mami da. So me trust din na me twen a. Even if this woman doesn't have an account for herself, even if she doesn't, if I didn't marry my wife, owning a car will never be her problem. I'm not saying this to make her happy, but make her, because at least you have you know my wife. Yeah. If my wife is passing, car.
It's true.
So why should I be privileged to marry such a beautiful woman and punish her? I don't know.
But you're a very reasonable person.
But is it not why God gave our 5 senses in our head area? Your 5 senses is not below your head. No, but your 5 senses are within the head. Have you asked yourself, why are the 5 senses at the head? None of them are below. No, I go and ask yourself. Oh, the sense of taste, the sense of smell, the sense of see, the sense of hearing, and the sense of feeling. They are all in the head. Vic, who got some bonsa? So I don't know why, but I feel sad when I find a woman who wants to gather before leaving. I'm pleading with you people. It might not be a good advice. Don't gather before leaving.
It is a good advice.
Leave before you gather. Abna, leave before you gather. It is possible for you to make it when you leave empty. I'm telling you. It is dangerous to destroy yourself before leaving. That's my problem. Because of fear. And then leave the children for him.
baby, go with the children.
Only baby on beggar.
Obenyebi.
Ontimasie, the assistant in Koyan say, mean to me high dine. And to your teho, boys ganwa high dine. I said, dine ye nan yesi. And that way, I damn so bitty. He just found documents say, if you almost see what Ghana no. Nikruna ko Ghana koye documentation in his name. And in Kwalani Dimu, I enough him.
Counselor, my aunt got 40 good years of marriage. You know. This year, Ghana, I feel that Nimbano, my cousins, air planning so over to Fiaman. Even though Nini Kunu, our real mercy die. By then, Papa Nicole, no one to him, don't know the year. And I may answer you, Sisia, and my air. Oh, I said, now, Okano. Me, Monday, I had it ever find you, Moncasa. They were found you.
I didn't have a function you. Because some people, yes, identify yourself, I agree. May I say, identify yourself, but some people have already done the investment. How many are they?
Counselor, into your investment into do better now.
Until
you know, sometimes,
Charlie, Abna, Uti tile house, Mupana, Utua, or dust house, ma.
Counselor, you know, sometimes,
former Mrs.
better.
Former Mrs.
Ubet Nasa dust house, no, when you peace of mind. Now, ubeda. Dan say, Ubet na honomo, na ye de niema pen for when you so. I have to say, near when your time.
Once a Oka said, Oda Abedano, a woman said, Oda no abobri. The yam shim.
Says I said, we will be obit anyone else will be down.
The view. Now I'm saying, why? Why do you feel that way? See, my husband told me something 12 years ago, and it's not leaving my head. Hey, 12 years ago. Then I couldn't catch it 12 years ago. Or see your own third child. None couldn't catch it and say, or co no co now about Frano your bar with Jana. No, so catch and say, when's Sophie? Or more 2 girls. At your bad son, he was afraid to go and lose scan while she was pregnant. And when she was going to the hospital 12 years ago, the pain was, I want to go and deliver. If it's a girl, let me die and let the child live. And he said the husband kept repeating, Ototo nyamana was listening, Bompire so no ba. Meja walio. This is a lawyer, and you'll be on Nam Kwan who Nikruna rises to judge. Or see Papa Nikas or who we be see a neck or name a casa, Yanko Pandum 20 Michian or Obama 2012 na Michian, but Yamiandum, sa palpitation echo. But honestly, we Jawa then. No, Jawa then because yeah, counseling be a year. Or see, untumin tra or 2 kwaya or da on bobrin, but or dom fear or bobrin. Or see, or sorry, Bisan said, why did he say that to me? Or wo bearman or toka man or wo bearman or to fear man. The man did everything to take away the pain. But 12 years after me, Shiano, or see, whatever he did for me has not taken the pain out of my heart. This is where I want to tell all of us, men and women. And at times, there are some women too, they tell us things that is so hurting. That a woman will look at our face and tell you, I've lost love for you. I'm here because of the children. Women tell that to men. I'm telling you. Women look at you and tell you.
Counselor, sometimes no. Say me who they say
no, there are women that when they are going through frustration. No, there are times they are going through frustration. Obi atoka ma tio. Nancy your sister be a nikunu toka man. No driving old cabby. Na be man edia ebresa no ko talk cabby by. Unfortunately, the car by Lexus. Can not say. Let car then be 1 month. 4 about when they are called. None of be share me say, hey. Na kai ya did to social media and I say me who I say man tina me that them. Ma Jim and this car back where they buy Ochina kwe man tina me that them. Nani kunu ni jina ho. And the man was hurt. Yeah, and a beman bisa. And the beman bisa and say, oh man, okay, you can't you them for you. Say, hey, na me boy. Can I him?
One can say oh, there be here by Canasa. I know.
So the man went to spray the woman's old car. And the next day, I'll catch it. And you know why he said that? She got so angry, so far, Uber Kofi, Jabema no baby on word. And I didn't have Bema yes, because I'm not car now, Bema and toy. Until you. And
I said, I'm saying,
the Bema film.
Some things are not good. The way you do something, say, Yankasasa.
Nyama Bema film and son. Bema, the FM won't. Mumu Fabi Mo.
Women don't know. Anti counselor, once and Rassy, and I'm yes, so. As some my year came, it's an edge cutting sword. I had a Yankano Chinchina say a man. We know, sir, the lot of men so go through.
Oh, some women talk to us just anyhow.
In as much as he has a man and walk out the same way, so now a man also we shall not your banner so yeno. A bay tetsi a puma.
It will be a ya. Our jaya yaman bema sembao.
Hey, sir.
Me catch it. Breaking news. We'll make wow. We'll make.
New cry.
Difficult. Me say. Me too say me catch him so be jam is here. Say me money on wuntino. Me puni so manu, but they be an for mako chanda bi obia. But me and Connie Fia, me call you Mako Chian. I came to greet you. How are you doing? You're looking beautiful. Have a nice day. Let me call. What's it? Me. And many sorry who it's a gift from God. Me jayo. Me nyane WhatsApp nso. Me nyane WhatsApp.
Face to face.
Hey, Kurobia so timeko.
Me say obebre.
Me.
From Ghana, and it's not different country.
Oba friend me na kan so njam say me yana. Friend kan so njam go china.
There are people like that who share. Really? Hey, papa. There's someone else who jam me them in yaw. Hey. But there are separation.
I will live in a state.
There are many separations like that.
Me, I would deliberately, psychologically live in a state of denial. Me.
Yes, sir.
I would drive my car from my house and go and park in front of a house. Are you ready for us to go to church? I will change fresh notes and go and leave it.
Look at that temptation.
Well, yeah, can be the dear, but yeah, this year, Abna Mama chat time now, so and then so be 3 hours more. Abna. Yeah, Anita Koda. Yeah, gift na sana. I need a gift now, Sanako. It's gifting time. Yeah, Obana Kose, Ochina, Yebantem, Ochina 5:30. This week, you divorce. And you say, yeah, she'll be Bapaye. Say,
a lady I want to marry proudly, they will confirm to me. One who enjoys talking back at me. Hey.
No, marry her.
What do you do? Talking back at you?
No, marry her. Don't worry. Marry her. Go ahead. No. One say, I'm not. No, could a woman say?
You didn't talk at all, or what?
No.
I want him to even explain.
No, the question is that people make a mistake that what you see before marriage is what you can get in marriage. It's not true. One day I'll treat that. Until you marry, you can't experience marriage.
Well, some of them are, but sometimes not, or sometimes do I anyway out now.
There are no red flags before marriage. Anybody who tells you is a liar, even if I tell you is a liar. I did a conference on red flag and I came to regret that there are no red flags before marriage.
Hey,
I'll come back. I'll come and treat that for you. Next week, I'll treat that. There are no red flags. You only know this is a red flag after marriage.
No, okay, I get it. Yeah, like
change after marriage.
Nobody changes. Nobody changes after marriage. It's not true. Nobody changes after marriage. And anybody who would date you before marriage and they are still expecting you behaving like the way they were dating you is a foolish man.
Of course.
Who should campaign at elections?
What if maybe beginning of the relationship, the way Adipani see acting, now maybe middle of it, was society, and also it should be normal.
On society.
Why they?
Fidie Chiaboa.
Nisun.
Ejan and Swa.
Nisun.
And Pratchini, what are they one head? Nina, there. To me, far and pra and to 2 hour dear home. A nesting show. We are the time. No one just gives me a go. And I blow you.
We are ready to face it. I tell you what I love. I thought because I guess you can jar you. Hey, you. It's not a sheet. No one wants me to be a drama on the tremble.
So you know that would ask the same thing. So my wife,
hustling grand.
So many made it. My purpose in life is that anytime I take her to work, she will not open the door. She has to sit and then open the door for her. And I'm in the question. And I'm in penny BBA. Hey, I hope it's forever. May I say, Manti? Sana may I say, Manti? One for Guamamu. Or penny woman jumum. May cover be on or frame catch him say, and what you are doing for your wife, if you know you can't continue, stop now. I say, is it your hand? Madam, you are a witch.
Hey.
You any ya. Madam, me did me when I me be a do amami. Later me be. On to me be one inside. Car door nebu one inside.
Sewala. Look right now.
What should you be? It is my choice to open the door. There are times that my wife, I park the car and I see say, Obesu will be a door no see, but a protocol. Now my baby, now I told the baby, Obi for front the back seat. Me be a front door. Now me see or try say me be on.
Problem.
So you see, yeah, I have not, and I say this, God is my witness. If I'm lying, God knows me. Ever since I married my wife, we've not had a fight before. I don't know when it will come. Meaning, and I don't know who will bring it. My senior wife. Me so come on, you don't
know them in the house. Oh, no, but the wife and Cassandra calm.
What why need that?
Me worried that, but you
and Beman is true, say, I'm worried my son, Mr. You want to know answer, son, and don't forget.
They can't take that.
No, because they have not been taught what I'm teaching them today. Never marry anybody because of the way they are. Marry them because you don't want to know the way they will be. Me, till I die, I don't want to know my wife fully. That's all. Consider me. I don't want to know my wife fully. I carry power. I see. I carry power. I carry power. I see. I investigate. I can hear. I can know. The last person I will use it on is my wife. I don't want to know her fully. Anything that will happen, it should be a surprise for me. When my wife is angry, sometimes I know, sometimes I don't know. When she's not talking, sometimes I know. The only biggest problem I have with my wife right now as I'm speaking is that I can't do a surprise party for her because I don't know her friends. That's the only problem. So if you want to surprise her, you have to use her sisters and her brothers. But even that, I'm okay. And I told my wife, I'm not her best friend. If she makes me the best friend, but it's not supposed to be. Don't ever believe, say, oh, worry your bar. Na me worry na brand one say. Me worry ni mpo no friend no can yes my lord. Who want we kwesi wo hen? No red flag. Obi Obaka said there are red flags your boy or that. Why? There are no red flags. What does it? There are no red flags. Next week I'll teach red flags. And I said Abnanti o are na obi oti say dear. O are ni say hey. TM pa uko for ba kokko a suase na keep kokko uko for ba tuntum a suase na keep tuntum de oni nkrofo ebre
council bi mu ni confess anti abina de obi ni confess o de beba to be kan se kunu
enye confuse eto de bia Abranso be di agro baby a nkrofo ense mfata na be senepe ahofe bi wo ye fa nko baby so that's it now pe doctor for our dey bia baby a ye ya fun de kana na mo santa asoko pe de mo abayi fo nko
that's why that's it
o say Thank you very much for coming. It's a school of relationship. Tomorrow will be our last Friday talk, and we'll do how to marry again after divorce. Tomorrow I want to do questions and answers. Abna, come early, 5:30. Vic, come early. Abna Sugar. See, the Abna Sugar has been very quiet. I don't know why. 5:30 Ghana time. I don't know why my class prefect has been so quiet today. Class rep.
So today I'm quiet.
Why? Are you busy or something?
I'm not busy.
Or you're having sexual moods.
She's not happy today.
I'm not happy today.
You are not happy? Yeah,
Why?
Abna, do you know where your head is? Abna, uti wa? Like uti wa?
I was sure.
And I'll see you are not happy. Yes, say. That's what I'm born now. What? Man can't be on that say name ninja. Hey, I didn't put to me in Tana baby. Hey, as you about to tempo ya de so ade so ya de. Hey, how does it meninji? Man can be that way. I don't feel happy today. Jim, I'm too happy today. I'm not make a conscious effort to be happy every day, regardless of what you're going through. Because your head is on your body. And don't forget that today I taught you that your 5 senses are just around your head. And no human body was created to feel your own smell until you forced to smell. Hear me? God never created the anatomy of a human body to feel your own smell. And to want to go on till be never take. This is how for you say.
Okay.
You are a finished product. When a product is manufactured, they say tested. Does it make it brand new?
No.
But we all buy them as brand new, even though they are tested. And after they've done that, they give you the last page, warranty. If they know the thing is tested, why did they give you warranty? I'm not, you are a finished product by God. Nobody on earth can make you better than God wants to make you. No business, no husband, no family, no child, no medical practitioner can determine whether you can be happy or not. A young man went to a tennis playing ground, and there's a guy who comes to play tennis every day. One day he said, when we finish tennis today, I want to engage this young man. Let's have a drink together, because the guy is too happy and jumping when they are playing tennis. Immediately when they closed, he went to the guy, Charlie, I want to be around you today for a drink. I say, I'm sorry, I need to go for my chemotherapy because I have cancer. The guy was shocked. Why should you allow situations to determine your mood? Nobody deserves your swing. My sister, hey, be happy. Be happy. And it's to all of us. It's to all of us.
Be happy.
Don't allow any situation to change your mood. Because God created you as a finished product. Nobody adds anything to your life. So nobody can take anything out of your life. Stay focused. Because nobody can stay focused for you. See into the future. Because you don't know the future. As I'm sitting here, I don't know my future. I only know my present. And to nya aduane pa dibi. Unya nsapa numbi. Unya atare pa shibi. So tie ye na nya kote pa dibi men green. Unya chepa bi so atafre hu ne dibi. Kwati abini ma fina abisa se ntu ye sure se me nkwa na di we di mi. Hey, my poor. God bless all of you. If you're one bantam, God bless all of you. Tomorrow, God willing, I'll see you again. Oh, Simon, why are they not? Remember, remember that it is very motivating to have all of you being around. Each one of you, I'm learning a lot from all of you. May God bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May you not find yourself in a problem that you cannot solve.
Amen.
May men be of help to you.
Amen.
May wrong men be used for your ransom for you to live.
Amen.
Any design trouble for you, may God of the living delete it from your life.
Amen.
As I saw you yesterday on TikTok and on Facebook, I pray to the God of living that I'll see you tomorrow too.
Amen.
May your sleep be sweet.
Amen.
May your steps be ordered by God.
Amen.
May he bless your water.
Amen.
May he bless your food. Whatever you are battling with, may he end it and let you know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Amen.
Where men think you have failed, may God bring you favor.
Amen.
You are important to God. He says, even when a strand of your hair falls, he knows. Therefore, he knows what you need. Seek, you will find. Knock, it shall be open unto you. Ask, and it shall be given unto you. You are too quiet. You have not asked. You are only complaining. Change your complaint to asking. And I promise you that the God that I know, who is still able to do exceedingly far above more than we can ever dream, will give you a testimony. You're not too late. There is morning, there is afternoon, and there is evening. There are 2 6 o'clock. There are 2 12 o'clock. One of them will bring you your destiny helper. Don't end it. Don't allow your trainer to put in the towel because you are tired. Throw in the towel yourself. Good night.
Good night, too. God bless.
Enjoy your evening.
Enjoy, Papa.
Everything you do, remember, I won't do what you are doing, so do it on my behalf. You go explain, Taya. All right. Anybody who needs my help, you can always call me 862-571-3950. I'll respond. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. Moya dear pa. Gift to me the moya dear. Is it overheads in this one? Facebook for me that was say my pa and when the moya 75, omunam 57. Moya dear. Mon chere one yan sama me ochine bi. Why? That was all. Men you say who ye he may call me that was sick.
That's it. I mean, good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye bye. All right, thank you very much on Facebook. Bibi, thank you very much. May God bless all of us. I'm excited you came. I have overrun, but I thought it wise. I know. A lot of people are going through a lot. You break down, but come back. And remember, why did God place all the 5 senses around your head? One day I'll explain. Thank you for being part of my show today. I love you all. If you didn't come, you made me proud. Today's 75. You've done well. Tomorrow, same time, we'll hit the road running. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. This is proudly brought to you by Ginger Honey Chips, the chips of the season. If you don't know, please follow me on Facebook immediately. Order your Ginger Honey Chips right now for the winter areas on 862-215-2007. Anybody who needs counseling, online counseling to be specific, call me on 862-571-3950. Please call me. I know I'll be of help to you. Don't die in a dying relationship. Seek for help. Good night. Bye.
I hope you can hear the sound of what I'm chewing. It's nothing but it's ginger honey chips. Ginger honey chips. Now in the United States of America. Everywhere you want. 862-215-2007. You can chew it like this. Or better still, put it on your cocoa, rice water, oatmeal. You can put it in your akpatashi, your whiskey, your brandy. Anything you want to put it on it. It's so nice. So nice. Oh my God. Ginger honey chips. 862-215-2007. 862-215-2007. It's your ginger honey chips. Get one for yourself. $10, free to go. Enjoy yourself. Thank you.